Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe work fast food comedy podcast. I'm your host, Robert Thompson. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Robertland. Usually every week we're talking about fast food joints that start in Southern California or California all as a whole. And I do have a hole. I've got a butthole and I'm about to fart. No, I don't know. We'll see. The night is young. But we have a lot of fun on our podcast. We talk all about fast food joints. But for the month of October, all month long, we're going to talk about dead restaurant chains. Some that don't exist anymore and some that may exist to some capacity. I don't know. You'll have to see. But very interesting stuff and excited to get it out there for you guys. But that'll start next week. For now, here's me and Rossco Soletrain, the Robertland crew, on our bud, the Manolo's Podcast, the Manolopod. We're on that again. So if you want to see us talk a bunch of poo-poo and life, we get all into it. And, we talk about all sorts of stuff because that's comedy, that's laugh, that's podcasting. And we hope you enjoy this presentation of the Robertland crew again on the Manolo Podcast. Next week, the Dead series.
I can believe it.
The Manolo Comedy.
It's out of my mind.
Welcome to the Manolo Pod number 13 en inglés. I'm here so happy again because we're back in LA with none other than the Robertland Podcast crew. To my right side, we got none other than Rossco Soletrain. Que la. And to our left, we got none other than Mr. Robert Thompson himself.
Hello. Great to be here.
How you doing, guys? It's been a very productive day.
Yeah,
today.
man. Productive evening.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been eating. We've been fucking talking about Ramon. We've been fucking talking about fucking
Orgies in high school and shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We've been having fun right now. Please tune into their podcast because we've got some fucking big ass surprises on there, right?
Big dick surprises.
Big
More like
surprise and sakakaka. They just learned what a sakakaka is, so
Yeah.
so to
It's
all the
great.
Mexican people,
Yeah.
they know what a sakakaka is.
Yeah.
And
Me and Robert have been practicing on each other just so we can make sure that we get the right moves down. Because
it's like this. And what's
yeah,
inside,
sakakaka.
It's like an inverse fisting method.
we had a couple of issues
Yeah.
earlier where I just like projectile shit diarrhea all over Robert's face, but
Yeah, we tried to suck a caca, but it
Yeah,
didn't
That's
work
on the
out.
Patreon.
that was the
Patreon.
reach
Yeah,
around. We were trying to
yeah.
reach around that.
Yeah.
Yo, we were talking a little while while we were reading that Ron Jeremy was in prison and one of your buddies was working in the prison. Something
Yeah,
like
fuck
that.
Yeah.
him too. He was his oil boy.
He was.
No,
He was his oil boy.
Was he
Hello.
what do you call those? The key guys? What do you call those?
The keymaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you call the guy? What do you call it?
A guard.
Zool.
The guard?
No, the
just a
guard.
Prison guard? Yeah.
Yeah, prison guard.
Yeah.
Was he a prison guard?
No, I think
I
he
didn't know
was
this
more.
guy.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
it
think
was-
he was more of like a supervisor. Like he looked over
Yeah, he was the oil boy.
the oil
Hello,
boy.
hello,
Yes,
hello.
yeah.
Okay,
You're all weak.
I want to touch on that because I want to tell you guys back there. I don't know if this is even a thing, but I just found it funny that one of my good friends, he wasn't my friend, but he's a good friend right now. He got sent to jail, right, up in New York, and his cellmate for a little while was Boston George.
Boston George.
You know who that is?
No.
Does it sound familiar though?
Boston George. I know. I knew a guy named.
Boston Bomber.
No, but he's got a movie, Blow.
Boston-
Have you seen Blow? Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, Boston George.
Oh, he was in jail with that guy.
Yeah,
He was
in jail
with the
that
blow guy.
Yeah.
No
Not a related crime or anything, but yeah, he was in jail. He
God,
did
Boston
like
George
8
is
years,
getting old.
something like that.
Wow.
My friend did.
Actually, Boston George is not even that old, but
Right?
he looks like he's seen some shit. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you seen the movie, right?
Yeah, Blow's great.
At the end when he hugs the kid? Or you do remember that or no?
It's been a long time.
So he left. He was gonna take out her kid to Disneyland or whatever, and he couldn't make it because he fucking got sent to prison. like forever, right?
Yeah.
And
70 years or something.
Yeah, some crazy shit like that. So he goes out to the yard, and the guard tells him like, "You got to visit George." So he goes out, and he sees his daughter all grown up, like a fucking 20-year-old, beautiful girl. And Dad, I missed you. And he starts hugging her, and they pan the camera like that, and it's a little kid, right? He's imagining she was like a kid, right? And then they fucking pan out again, and poof, he's alone without a kid. Nobody was visiting.
Oh yeah, that was sad. I remember that.
You remember that scene?
Yeah,
that was a great scene.
I don't
dude.
That was
remember it at all.
heavy.
That was a heavy ass scene. Tear jerker for me.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Paul Rubens was in it.
He sure was.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I forgot his name, but yeah, he was great in that movie.
Pee Wee?
What?
Pee-wee. Pee-wee was
Did that come out in
fucking great.
2004 or something, or before the 90s? Late
No,
90s?
it wasn't 90s. I think it
Early
was around
2000s.
2004. It was a big movie. I remember
Yeah.
that much. I think I saw it like twice. 2001.
Okay.
2001, but
Not
it was
to
a
be-
great ass
Not to be
movie.
confused
Remember when
with
Vanilla
the,
Sky came out?
That was a good one.
Yeah. But that was actually a Spaniard movie.
Yeah, they redid
with
it.
Penelope Cruz.
Oh, really?
She was in
reprised
it as
her-
well.
Well, that's
wow.
cool.
But she played the Cameron Diaz part.
Oh,
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
Then I guess they made the remake with Tom Cruise,
Yeah,
Penelope
yeah.
Cruz, and Cameron Diaz, right?
yeah.
It's a trippy movie. I didn't really understand it. Do you guys understand it?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I remember it was like one of those first like kind of abstract
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like a
films that
Total Recall.
I saw in the
kind of thing.
theaters like that.
I remember that movie came out right around the same time as Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut. Oh yeah.
And I remember really liking Eyes Wide Shut and not being too crazy about Vanilla Sky.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
really
crazy
don't
about
dig Vanilla Sky to this day myself.
Eyes
either.
Wide Shut it kicks ass.
I always
That movie's-
I always like compared those two because they both had Tom Cruise and they were both kind of abstract and weird. And it always kind of bugged me out.
Was I talking to you guys about Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah, we were talking about I think the last
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
my friend told me that it was sort of some MK Ultra shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because she was like one of the MK Ultra people.
Yeah, a Navy guy or something
Yeah.
like that. That she would leave her family for that Navy dude. Right?
I watched a whole documentary recently about like acid tests and stuff, and like why acid became illegal and what it was being used for, and what like hippies were kind of experimenting with, and the military was kind of realizing like, oh shit, like we gotta fucking put the kibosh on this stuff because it's making people really think outside the box.
Have you ever dropped acid?
Yes.
But did you pick it up though?
Hello.
Shout out.
I did, and then I fucking got up and went.
Suck a caca.
Yeah.
I love sucking a caca.
I bet.
Yeah.
From the
Ramon's
weekend.
cock.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
No, so you were saying that you guys have never seen Ace Ventura Pet Detective Jr., right?
I've watched a bunch of like.
And I would never see it.
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of YouTube breakdowns of that movie, and from what I've heard is that the kid who played Ace Ventura Jr. really did it the best job he possibly could, but
Oh, yeah.
the movie was just horrendously bad. Why was that? That wasn't.
No, do you think like he like would brag about it at parties, like, "Hey guys, like remember me?" And he hits his like methamphetamine or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he
that's-
goes smoking.
Well, that
Yeah,
was.
I would if I was that kid. I would.
yeah.
I would totally.
I would
be
too.
like, yo, I was Ace Ventura.
I was Ace Ventura
kid,
Jr.
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
detective.
Yeah.
Well, remember they had that there was a trans lady,
Oh yeah,
At the
Oh, that
end.
was the first
first
movie.
one.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they would go like, "Wah," everybody started
Yeah.
vomiting.
Yeah,
Like-
now it,
Could you do that?
The cry, didn't the crying game wasn't that on too? Like the crying game, he was like in the
yeah.
shower crying, like retching. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Great physical comedy.
Yes, dude. Jim Carrey.
Great physical
amazing,
comedy.
dude.
He was
Yeah.
was fucking top notch.
Did the kid detective have a similar scene or no?
That'd be awesome. It was with his
yes, it
teacher,
did.
though.
Yes.
Yeah,
See?
and his teacher was named Ramon.
See?
That's it. That's a callback from the last episode. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we were talking about Ramon and the bang bus, and I think Brooke, the Brooke that somebody mentioned, wasn't that a blonde girl that would just do blowjobs?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
You guys have like the wildest like knowledge of just like random. You guys will mention people like, oh yeah, blah blah, and I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah, Ramon. And I'm like,
Everybody knows Ramon.
I had no
Everybody knows
idea.
Ramon.
I don't even think
know it.
I
It's
may
like
have-
Swenson's. Like you've seen the logo. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that
You've
one.
seen the logo, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You've seen that
Yeah,
logo.
and like that one picture you were showing me, it took me a while to figure out. They're like, "This is what he's up to now," and I was like staring at his face, and I'm like staring at his face. I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, he's doing something different now. He's got put a little twist on the old
There's
game."
two Ramones there, right?
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, so he's doing transvestite porn now. Ramon is. For some reason, I don't know if life went sideways or what the fuck.
I mean, hey, we all, who knows? Everybody has their own party.
Yeah, but I remember the first,
Right, Robert?
the first
I agree.
porns.
I concur.
There were. This is gonna be like, oh, welcome to the Manolo Porn channel again, right? Where we talk
Every
about
time
porn and movies.
every time he talks to the gringos, it always
it's
comes
always
back
about
to
porn because
Yeah.
he gets me. He gets me. If I say, oh, he goes like, oh, 1995.
Well,
yeah, I
no, and
remember.
I'm like, I'm fascinated by it because like it's such a knowledge base that like I kind of know, but not really at all. And you guys be like this, and you're like, oh yeah. I'm like, where the fuck have I been my whole life? Like I don't know where any of this shit is.
Do you think that's ever gonna be something that's gonna pay off? Knowing all that shit?
I mean, when you go to heaven and you see Jesus Christ up above, he's going to be like, hey, do you know who Ramon is? And do you know what kind of bus he used to hang out in? And you're going to be like, yeah, I do, Jesus. It was the Bang Bus. And then he's going to be like, here we go.
But but what was her name? Ashley or something like that? I'm pretty sure you saw this. This was like the first porn that you would get, which is just this white girl sucking some hog. Do you remember this or no?
A pig? I don't know. I don't know if that was. I'm not sure.
Pig?
You remember
So
this?
she
would just suck, but she was like a deep throat.
so it was like a specialty thing.
yeah, she would super deep throat, and just this
Dodger
white chick.
Dogs.
I think her name was
No,
Brooke or
Dodger
something like
Dogs.
that. But you
That
remember,
sounds
you
kind
don't
of-
remember her.
It sounds a little familiar. I think that I saw that in a double feature with Indian in the Cupboard. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Yeah,
No,
that's
my
when Darth
brother and
Vader
I-
was in that movie.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one because we got through a lot in that 3-hour
Yeah.
podcast.
Well,
but
me and Manolo did.
Yeah.
And you were
Yeah,
like,
it was-
I got to take a poo-poo. And then you came back and you're like, I went poo-poo.
yeah, it was a good time, dude. I poo-pooed, but I don't think I'm going to this time. You know
what? If you do, I want a video.
Okay.
I want evidence.
You'll get proof, dude.
It
It
You'll
was a
get
great
proof.
pod, dude.
I
People
want
loved
to-
it.
Yeah,
People
so
loved it.
I'm gonna suck a caca when you get out of there, just so I can make sure that there's
good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all gone, dude.
Good.
Suck a caca.
You better.
You better do it, dude. You better spread
I
them
would
cheeks.
expect nothing less.
Well, dude, I was saying that if you guys recall Indian in the Cupboard, that film,
Do you remember that movie?
I know which film you're talking
they
about,
had
but I would
books.
never
They
see
had
it.
books.
It was not very good.
But I said
No.
I would never see it.
Darth Vader was in it.
Yeah.
Darth Vader?
Darth Vader, yeah. It was like a big deal. It was like, whoa, the first time Darth Vader's been on screen since the original Star Wars movies.
Yeah, and it was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
random
thought was pretty
movie.
fun.
But no
Rad.
James Earl Jones, right?
I wish. It was
Yeah,
just like
no.
it was just Darth Vader just swinging his fucking Ramon.
Yeah,
Swing
it
his Ramon.
his Ramon saber, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, my brother and I, we had a printed picture of Britney Spears, her face photoshopped onto a fake body, and some kid was like printing them out and like giving them to people. So he gave them to us, and I remember I like hid it in the Indian Cupboard VHS box, and I remember
ain't nobody's gonna find this.
Well, we let like
But
our
okay, but
little
the
cousin
body
borrow.
was naked or what? The body?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a fake body. Yeah.
Whoa.
The first
Those
deep
were like,
fake.
whoa. Yeah, and you could totally see like a chopped,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the head's like super tiny or whatever.
Perfect.
And so,
That's how I like my heads tiny. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's my thing.
it's like a Beetlejuice.
Can't get off or else.
Oh, there's a Beetlejuice 2 coming out. Do you guys know that?
I heard about this.
Yeah,
It's Johnny Depp, Michael Keaton, and the girl.
Is it
Winona Ryder?
Winona Ryder?
Yeah, Winona Ryder.
Is it really coming out though? Are they
I
really
think
going to do
so.
that? I've seen like fake shit.
And James Hetfield's going out with Kim Kardashian.
Dude, that's right. That's what you said earlier, James Hetfield. He's like, yeah.
There's actually a story going around of that, but it's fake. I think Hetfield's like married to
Yeah,
like
that's
two girls,
really
right?
funny.
You know what,
James
man?
Hetfield is so random.
James Hetfield, you know what, man? I was listening to a while ago because somebody mentioned they're like, fucking James Hetfield when he was on Rogan. I was like, James Hetfield was on Rogan? They're like,
Was he?
yeah, a long time ago. I keep dropping
Wow,
shit.
I want to see that one.
I
I just saw Dave Mustaine
Oh yeah, he was
acting all
on it.
weird and shit,
Yeah.
He
like
is?
looking like 300 years old.
Yeah, I think he has cancer, right, or something.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't know, something.
Well, he looks like something's going on with him and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm a big ass fan, dude.
Dave
I
Mustaine,
used to
yeah.
love that dude,
yeah,
because he had like all the swag.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Oh,
For
yeah.
a ginger, he had
Yeah.
all the swag.
Oh, dude,
Right?
totally. Yeah, Hangar 18, dude. That song is.
Fuck, dude. Fucking Sweating Bullets, of course. Fucking Symphony of Destruction.
Never was a Megadeth fan.
Or no?
No.
Not at all?
No more Mr. Knight. Remember the Alice Cooper cover that
Oh,
he
they
did?
did that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
I never was. I never was really a rock fan, and I hated growing up. I hated Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then my guitar teacher or my bass teacher, when I was a kid, whenever he would do like rock band recital things, like check out what our students are doing. He always all the guitarists were like fucking Metallica, dude. So like I ended up having to play all these Metallica songs, and I remember like maybe 2 years into taking lessons and doing like 5 of these recitals or 6 of these recitals. And because I was one of his few bass students, he had mostly guitar students. I had to end up playing like all these dumbass Metallica songs that like I didn't
even
fucking
like.
I remember one of them. I was like, I hated the song so much. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it was King Nothing. No, yeah, maybe it was King
Crown
Nothing.
King Nothing.
But like one of the songs, I was like, I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna take artistic liberties and I'm gonna do the whole thing slap. And
hell yeah.
I think it was King
Probably
Nothing.
sounded pretty fucking rad.
Maybe, I don't know. It probably sounded like dog shit because I was just a kid, you know what I'm saying? But who knows? Like it might have sounded okay, but
Was that like from Load or something?
King Nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
the
ding,
newer
ding.
Metallica,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
They cut
everything
their hair.
before that was great, right?
Yeah,
Oh, it was
this is when they
amazing.
cut their
Great.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lo-
they cut
load-
their hair. They
Well,
lost
they
their
like made
mojo,
like
dude.
symphonies. You know what I mean? It was cool. Yeah.
Fucking the Black Album, for much as people kick it, because it was like
People say
where
that
they sold out.
They say that's the last good one or the first bad one. That's what some people say.
For me, it's it's the peak of the buildup. You know?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
You can
They
hear
like
the beginning.
they're all aiming to that, and they kind of like
yes. It's great. It's a
Yeah.
fucking great album, especially for where
King
I
shit
heard
or
it,
what's
when
on
I
that?
heard it. You know,
I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that I've never liked Metallica ever before in my life.
that's fine.
There's
I think
there's
that's
plenty
fine,
of people
'cause
though.
it's-
That,
Everybody I know that's always like, I loved Metallica at one point.
Yeah, it's a big wave. You know, it's like everybody loves Metallica, so I think it's cool that you don't like
But
it. You
but
know?
I think that people really love Metallica. I mean, they fucking love Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Like more, they're just like, no, Metallica can. They don't care if Metallica put out a whole record of just them just
Lou Reed.
chamoying and fucking sharakaka everybody,
Yeah.
just that over and over again, and just the reaction from people. Ah! But like,
I love Lou Reed and
Yeah.
and
that
Metallica,
was
but
actually
did you
the
hear
Lou
their
Reed song.
album?
Oh yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, or it's like he's just like kind of going
was-
off where he's like,
I wasn't
there's
even
a
aware.
barking dog and it's telling you to leave, and it'd be like a shitty.
Here's a crazy fact. I mean, not crazy,
I kind of want to listen to that album.
but I don't really go to concerts. But I've been is the most concerts I've been to is Metallica. I've been like to 4 concerts.
Where'd you see them last?
San Diego at Petco Park. That
Oh,
was like
really?
5 years ago. Something like
Oh,
that.
dang.
I saw him here in LA at some spot I don't know where. I saw him 3 times up here in LA. And here's the crazy thing. Both times up here in LA, Hetfield was throwing his picks.
Yeah.
Papa, and I would always catch them.
Oh, sick.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, he would throw a bunch, right?
Cool.
But I would always catch some and take them with me, and it said Metallic or whatever. I
Wow.
lost it,
Was-
whatever.
was
You
that-
lost them? I got some Metallica. Do you want one?
No.
I mean, I have some if you want.
Oh,
Really?
Sure. I'll
Yeah.
take one. Fuck
Wow.
I got a couple left.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch.
But
I
from what?
kinda-
From their concerts or just
No, so
Metallic?
this girl I know was married to one of their roadies, like long time roadies, and she had like a stack of them at her house, and so she just like gave me like a fucking handful of them, and I kind of been parting them out to like Metallica fans.
Hell yeah.
Some kid bought a System of a Down pick from me for $50,
Oh shit.
and so I was like, I'm gonna give him. I gave him a Metallica.
Dude,
fan.
that's very cool of you.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like so stoked to
Well,
figure out that
I
shit.
asked him. I was like, "Is there any other bands that you really like metal bands?" I said, "List them off."
And the System of a Down, was it from them or?
yeah, it was from them. Yeah,
Oh shit, that's cool.
it was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
You know what I would take? A fucking Les Claypool Primus fucking pick.
well, he doesn't use a pick,
Shit.
but it'd be cool if he had picks.
Oh, he don't use his pick.
No,
right?
no,
He
he's
doesn't
dude.
use
He's
pick.
fucking just uses his whole goddamn hand.
Yeah, he's man. He, you know what? I thought he was like really weird when I would be into him like back in the 90s, 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I would love him, right? Because their music was fucking great.
Yeah.
But I would think he was a fucking weirdo always. And right now, as I look back, I see him. I go like, that dude's the coolest,
The coolest.
the fucking coolest.
I met him twice. Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
And how'd that go?
great.
Where do you meet him?
I met him once at a store called Zone Music in Katati. It's now called Loud and Clear. It's a really cool shop, but he lives nearby, and so he would just go in there and fuck off.
So
And-
what did you spend a lot of time in San Francisco? Or are you from San Francisco?
Yeah, I'm from there. Yeah.
I thought you were from Detroit.
Well, my family's all from Detroit. They moved out here when they were pregnant with me. And then, yeah.
And you grew up in San Francisco.
And I grew up, in the Bay Area. So, north of San Francisco.
They're from there. Oh, and Metallica also?
Yeah, they're from there, yeah. They're all live there. So you'd see members of Metallica from time to time, like, floating around.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think.
But not anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
Kirk
I
is
guess
from
Kirk still lives in San Francisco. He fucks around.
He's the OG SF guy because I think they were in LA first and then they went up there.
Yeah.
But I think of Metallica as a San Francisco band.
Yeah, they're definitely.
That's where
I
they
would
kind of like
say so too.
Everybody thinks of them that way.
Yeah, and then Lars lives in Marin.
And he's like Swedish or something like that.
Yeah, he's his dad is like a famous soccer
tennis player.
Tennis player. Yeah.
So my buddy is a cop up in Marin, and he had there was somebody was breaking in or running through backyards or some bullshit, and Alan had to go talk to Lars at his house, and he said Lars's house was fucking crazy.
I bet.
He said it's overlooks you can see the Alcatraz and the bridge. I think it's Alcatraz and the bridge, and then he said that it's all black and white, everything is black and white except for a giant fucking neon sign that's of the Metallica snake. I think he said it was green. I think
that's probably where they got all the money, right? From off of that album, Black.
But
album.
I think that Lars doesn't even own that house. I think he just rents it. But he said it's just it's super slick, and he said that's the only color. He said he's got this sick fucking black. What do you call it? A poker or not poker? Pool table. Yeah.
I feel like he'd have a bat cave or you know what I mean. Something.
Alan
like that.
said that, or I shouldn't say his name. He said that the fucking bathroom was even insane. Sick as fuck.
I bet those fuckers got all the money.
Every time
right?
you shit, it's
And then-
like Brandon.
Yeah, James lived in Novato, and I ran into him one day when I was downtown Novato, making deliveries for my dad or whatever, and I saw him walking down the street with his daughter, and so I got into my car and I was looking for him all crazy, because I wanted to, it's even though I'm not a Metallica fan, I just
Headfield.
you
recognize,
yeah, man, and I'm not. I don't get starstruck all that often, but when I do, I'm always like, oh my God. And I was totally something. I was young and something just came over me. I got to fucking say what's up to James Hetfield. And so I saw these kids and I was like, hey, did you guys see where James Hetfield went? And they were like, oh, he's down there, but he's with his daughter. So don't bother him with his daughter. He'll freak out. And I was like, good to know. So they're like, yeah, but if you see him and he's not with his kids, talk to him. He's cool. Yeah. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, you just got to make sure that he's just... And no one was... I mean, dude, he was walking down the fucking street and no one was bothering him. And he was downtown.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew, but when he was on Rogan, he was like, man, he's like, I just didn't want to be in a place where everybody was judging me. It's no one gave a fuck. Everyone left you alone. What are you fucking talking about? It was
so
really
where he
strange.
moved to?
He moved to Montana or something, out to some fucking ranch so he could be around a bunch of California bullshit.
So I guess Claypool
Obama.
and Kirk, what's his name? Kirk Hammett?
Kirk Hammett.
They went to high school together or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right? And I guess they fucking started their bands or whatever. Because I heard Claypool say something like that.
Dude,
you ever crazy, right?
You ever seen fucking Claypool?
What are the odds, right? What are the odds of two people fucking going to the same college and
especially
these huge
huge.
Well, there's the guitar player to Primus.
Yeah.
He was
Larry.
in this band. He started. Larry
Lalonde. Larry Lalonde. Yeah.
Yeah. His first band, his high school band, was called God. What was it?
Were they Sausage?
No, Death. They're Death. They basically started
Sausage
death
was
metal.
Primus, right?
That was Herb, the drummer.
God, what the fuck? They started death metal, basically. People credit them as...
Oh, like that?
Possession. Possessed. The Possessed.
Oh, like that?
Dude, it's like Primus, the guitar riffs sound like really fast Primus. It's so badass.
Possessed,
but
you're right.
Yeah, the singer is the only original member. But
he was 17 when he was in Possessed.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about it. Like I remember last time we were talking about who would you get starstruck? It's still Axl Rose, but close second Claypool, man, because he was just a big part of my upbringing. You know,
I fucking love.
He was always in my ear, man.
Love
Always
Primus.
in my ear.
Love Primus.
I credit him with some of my sense of humor. I credit him with some of my artistic fucking sideways that I've.
God, he's always been so strange. and like so
right.
off kilter. But all of Primus's stuff has this weird, like not all of it, but a huge chunk of it has this super approachable fucking vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not pretentious at all. It's goofy as all fuck.
Yeah.
It's fucking savagely fucking hard,
Yeah.
and it's fucking absolutely 100% funky as shit,
Yeah.
and just fucking grooving, man.
And
all of Primus, man, from the beginning all the way, even past like, even now.
you know
Yeah.
who mainstreamed them, right? Or no?
Yes, I do.
Jimmy Iovine?
Did he really?
For when he
Because they were on
first-
Interscope.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
they were
really?
their first band after fucking Gerardo. Do you guys remember Gerardo?
No.
Gerardo, or I don't know.
Was it the
Oh, was that the
Rico Suave?
Rico Suave,
Rico
yeah.
Suave.
What's his name?
It was
Gerardo, right?
Gerardo.
I think so, yeah.
How will you say it?
Gerardo.
Gerardo?
Yeah.
Gerardo.
I think so.
Yeah.
Gerardo.
Gerardo.
What's his name? Was Gerardo, right?
Yeah.
With fucking,
Rico.
Gerardo.
That was a
Yeah.
really
oh
terrible
man,
song.
that dude would be canceled right now, right? He was like
Rico
he was like
Suave.
super stereotyped.
Maybe not though. I mean, like,
Ale.
I feel like a lot of times,
You
like,
probably get away with it, or
Yeah, like, I feel like-
that was out there, dude.
I think that like white people are just so like nervous about things, and like other cultures just don't give a fuck. They're just like, yeah, I'll be a goofball. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be that guy.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys know, but there's a Mexican. No, not a Mexican. I think he's Panamanian or
Oh, yeah.
what?
Sorry, it's just so funny. Like Hispanics, like the
Yeah.
pecking order.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, he ain't Mexican. No. He's like
Yeah.
fucking Panamanian
Yeah.
or
But okay.
Guatemalan. Ugh.
But that wasn't my point. My point is, I didn't mean it that way.
I have no.
But
I don't
yeah,
have a dog in this
but
fight.
yeah, Panamanians. But anyways, but this is what I'm saying. There was this South American or Caribbean artist. I don't know, a black dude, right? But he's Latin. Okay. And he's got a song that goes, I don't know if you heard it. Baby te quiero, oh, baby te quiero, oh, oh. No?
Nope.
Okay. So he brought this thing called romantic style. The romantic style, baby. And tu, gato, gato, tu, gato, gato, tu. Right? Okay.
Reggaeton, yeah.
His artistic name is literally the
Oh.
See what I mean? Like a lot. You know what? He must have been Panamanian, bro.
and he was famous for like 4 years straight up at national
wow.
television, winning awards and
Wow.
shit. But without the hard R though, you know the slangy.
It means black in Spanish, right?
Well, no.
Oh.
Like
It was
like,
I.
Yeah. Like without the hard R. You know how
Really? Wow.
yes.
That's what?
yes.
What does that mean in Spanish?
Monica Lewinsky, Monica. You know?
Yeah. What
Okay.
does that mean in?
Well, it was just like something that probably all Latin people would hear in the rap songs, maybe. So, oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm this dude. And you would see the big ass.
My
fat
God.
ass. You could probably look him up if you fucking
Wow.
search him. You could probably look him up, dude.
Do you think it'd be okay if I bought one of his T-shirts and
Dude, that would fucking sell, man. I'm telling you. But the crazy thing is, this is
God.
not too long ago. This is like
Wow.
10 years maybe. And on national television at fucking in the morning, at Good Morning American, but in Spanish. Now we have N-word, baby, the romantic style or whatever. That was crazy, man. Yeah, exactly.
Is he
But
looking it up?
oh, he changed his name.
Oh shit!
It's a flex
Yeah,
now.
We had,
It's
oh,
flex.
Panamanian.
wait. He was
Panamanian, yeah. Shout out Panama.
changed his dubious nickname for U.S.
It says.
Yeah, 2007. Panamanian singer changes his dubious nickname for United States. The newest face of Latin rhythmic music comes from several twists. He hails from Panama, not Puerto Rico. He calls himself the romantic style reggae, not reggaeton. And in Mexico, where his success has given him entry into the U.S. market, he calls himself...
Something.
Yeah, wow. I mean...
Crazy. And not even bleeped.
Oh, this is great.
Brack.
This is awesome. Felix Danilo Gomez. Is that Danilo?
Yeah, Danilo. 27.
27.
That's probably a
He-
long.
This is a while ago, yeah. Whose nickname comes from the Panamanian singer's observation that, quotes, I sang like a black guy from Jamaica. He has the number one song. Oh, dude, the number one song in Mexican radio for the past 10 weeks. Te Quiero, according to Nielsen's Music Control. His self-titled album, I'm afraid to ask what the self-titled album was called. Really? Oh, well, it's self-titled. Well, I'm so stupid. Wow, dude. Yes. This climbed to number one in the Mexican sales charts last month with sales of more than 50,000 copies, according to the trade group Amprophone.
I'm telling you, man. That shit was all over the place. Your grandma was singing, oh, yeah, I love that new artist. N-word.
That is unbelievable.
N-word. N-word.
Wow.
N-word.
Well, I mean, the observation was that he sang like a black guy from Jamaica.
So why not? So why not call yourself that, right?
Robert, you need to
How
get
do
a
you
shirt,
top
bro.
this, man?
You need to get a shirt. That's it. That's,
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Run around with that shirt.
yeah, we'll go downtown.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, he was huge, man.
Dang.
And that's just crazy.
Get his tour shirt.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
His first album was called With
But
Attitude.
that's just an example of like how a lot of places are just like, yeah, why wouldn't I name myself?
if
There's probably no squabble. Like, he changed
I
it for
sing
some
like
other
a black
reason.
guy, why not?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, what's the problem? Like, why wouldn't I? What?
If
And then,
I
like-
sing like a black guy.
And like probably everybody in his corner is like, yeah, like what's the problem? Like it's no big deal. Like it's fucking.
You're talking about Sony
Yeah.
Mexico,
It's
okay?
tight, yeah.
Sony Mexico going, oh, yeah, that
a
sounds
whole,
about
a whole
right.
boardroom, yeah.
Well, you know what? Hold up. Let me hear him. Oh,
Yeah, definitely. That's fitting.
That's
Yeah,
a black guy.
You know, yeah, guys, I gotta tell you what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a bunch of money behind this guy. We're gonna film some sweet ass music videos and put him everywhere. Let's get him ready for the United States market. What do you say?
I know we're looking for merchandise. Yeah, we have board
Oh my
games.
god,
Dude,
Yeah.
is that a find?
I wish. I mean, I don't wish, but holy shit, like the T-shirts. Holy shit, dude.
yes.
They have like a reality show.
That's a real.
And it's still not looked upon that bad. I'm
No.
telling you, in Mexico.
They don't, dude. I can't believe that.
They call me. They call me myself, me Manolo. They call me people, friends that I grew up with. They still call me like they would call black people in the 50s. You know, Latin people do that like just like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's how they call me. Yo, is this guy around?
Well, language
call
and
me
stuff
that.
like what's appropriate, what's not, definitely changes in where you're at in culture and stuff. Like, in England, like, dude, like cunt is a very rude word in America, right?
Yeah.
But dude, Gordon Ramsay, I mean, literally every other word is like,
well, in Australia, it's a term of like friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you call
Yeah,
somebody,
cunt.
you're like, yeah, you cunt. Like it means like you're
hey,
a
catch me
buddy.
boomerang, you cunt.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
It's weird.
like term of endearment. Like,
I went to a hockey game with a bunch of Australian exchange students a couple years ago, and I knew this because of a YouTube series called Joe Goes. I don't know if you know who Joe Goes is, but Joe Goes was a great YouTube series, and it's inspired a lot of like big time YouTubers now, like Channel 5. I don't know if you know what Channel 5 is.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
Callahan.
Yeah.
So to me, like the elevation of Joe Goes or the de-evolution of Joe Goes is Channel 5 in a lot of respect. Joe Hansen is the guy's name. Now he goes by Lily Hansen, so she.
Oh shit.
So Lily Hansen now. But Joe Goes is the best fucking series ever. I fucking wish that Lily would come back and just do exactly what she was doing before as Joe.
Like what type of stuff?
Dude, he just goes to he was going to conventions and he would just interview people, just put the camera in front of their face and just say outlandish shit and like harass people and like just get weird ass reactions out of people. He went to the gathering of the Juggalos, the Insane Clown Posse Festival, and he won the Juggalo rap battle.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was like the
he was
Juggalo
good
rap.
or what?
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
I once went out here in Hollywood with some Australian buddies. They were from like a biker gang or something like that, and we went to the Viper room, and some guys, American guys, white guys, because my friend was a white guy, and some other white guys just came and can you use whatever. They talked a little bit, and okay, cool dog. The white guy said like cool dog or whatever. Dog, I'm not your dog, and he wanted to fight.
The Australian guy?
The Australian guy.
Oh.
You don't call me a dog. What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Dog, or whatever. Yeah. So I guess that was a bad word.
He's all, no, I meant cunt.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
good day then, mate. Yeah, all right, you put a shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you called me a dog, but cunt.
Yeah. Thank you.
I went over to Australia to Melbourne, as they would say.
Melbourne.
And here's the crazy thing. It was back in the day, right? I remember I was.
I'm here, cunts. Is that what you said
I
when
was
you got
trying.
off
I
the
was trying to
phone?
fall asleep, and the TV was on, and there was the news, right, and saying that the prime minister or whoever rules over there,
Yeah.
Emperor,
Crocodile Dundee.
the pharaoh is gonna have like.
We got a pharaoh coming out.
Well, there was gonna be like a poker tournament with stars or whatever, and from the United States, they're gonna bring Mike Tyson over, but
the best thing about the United States ever. Mike Tyson.
and the pharaoh or whoever it was,
Yeah.
he actually said this. This is quote. Well, prior to his history, right? Because he was a convicted rapist, I guess, right, or something. Like that.
He was a.
Was it conviction?
think
He did his time.
Yeah.
But they didn't say that. Due to his prior history, we're not just about to let any black guy come into the country. Like, Dad, I was lying asleep. I went like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like that, dude.
That's last summer.
That was yesterday now.
Wow.
Like that. I was like, what the fuck? And I guess that's something that still goes on in Australia. As what my buddy was telling me. It's like, yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy around.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You go to some of these other countries and it's not this. They're not very friendly.
Yeah. And I bet. And also look. And also I don't know what type of. I guess they're also like that with Latins or Mexicans or whatever. I guess I did not experience that, but what I did experience was this: we were at a club, and I was wearing some glasses just because I was like reading glasses because it was like the style for me or whatever. And I went to the bathroom, and I guess I took them off, and I left them on the toilet, right? When I come back to my friends, they go like, "Yo, where's your glasses?" Or, I think I left them at the bathroom. I'll go look for them with you. So we went back to the bathroom, and as I try to open one of the doors, one Australian guy opens it and get the fuck out of my way or whatever, and he fucking goes like that. And my buddy goes like that. He was like a rough guy. He looks around and he grabs him by the neck and he fucking gets him inside the toilet again. And he starts saying, "I'm with my Mexican friend. He's from Mexico. You don't even know what the fuck. He's from Mexico." And I'm like, "What the fuck? What does that even mean? You know?"
Yeah, I'll cut your fucking head off.
Something like that. He was saying,
He's a demon.
What the fuck? Wow. You know?
That's weird.
Like, he's from Mexico. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Damn, bro.
And I was like, I am from Mexico. What the fuck? With a big, tall fucking motherfuckers just like you. It's just tall dudes. And I was like, what the fuck?
Is an Australian guy?
Yeah, Australian guy.
He's from Mexico. You know what they do there, mate?
Yeah.
They do it all right, they do. Out there in Mexico.
He's a cockney.
Hey, man, in Mexico. All right.
Is that the reggaeton singer?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how he talks. He just uses a bunch of different.
You're like, what does that even mean?
Hey, man. He uses different accents just to get away with using the name, you know?
Wow.
That R&B guy.
I mean, I guess like when you're trying to like scare the fuck out of somebody, it's like he's probably never seen a Mexican dude before. So he's like, I don't know what happens in Mexico, but it sounds scary.
Dude, why
and this
are
guy's
accents not funny, dude? It's like it's not coming from a hateful place. Dude, if you go to another country, they're going to have they're going to have a McDonald's, you know, like welcome. Wow. Dude, like, welcome to, like, some people view America as like all cowboys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's
You're coming from a place of privilege, Robert.
Of privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right.
Fuck
Damn
that,
it.
dude.
Why did I
You
bring
can't
that
say
up?
shit about
No, but what I'm saying, I'm not saying about white people.
I you know what? I'm gonna take the opportunity and squeeze this in. I hate that word.
What?
Privilege. I think that that's victimizing yourself. That's my point of view. That was my 50 seconds of point of view. Do not victimize yourself, people. Please don't.
I was coming from an innocent place, so I think it's harmless sometimes when people like, because it's just how it is.
What do you mean harmless? You have no idea.
Okay, well, there's a lot of harm that could be done doing it too, but I think that never mind. God damn it! Fuck.
No, man.
I can't even talk.
Whatever
about
you
it.
say, I'm gonna jump right down your fucking throat. Watch what
I
you say.
know, dude. I
Watch what
did
you
not
say.
mean it like that. But
We were talking about that Me Too shit, And I had a friend of mine that was like, this is like when the Me Too shit was like really heavy duty and it was like hitting fucking motherfuckers close to home. And like I was saying, I was like, man, as a dude, I was like, you just kind of go back and jog your memory of all like your shitty behavior, like as a kid and blah, 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 this and that. And not that I really have any skeletons in my fucking closet. I really don't at all. Never have. I haven't had sex with that many people. So it's like, yeah, like I was saying that I was like, you know, you just kind of think about like your shitty behavior as a guy, like growing up and like, how could that be construed as something even worse or blah, 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 or whatever other people's perspective is. And my fucking friend, who's probably got the most skeletons in his closets, was like, he's like looking at me, he's like, watch what you say, say. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm like, I was like, you have no idea what I'm going to say. And I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, like, don't point your finger anywhere. I was like, because you're the fucking guy. Like, he would tell me shit.
They're always the first people to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I was with a good friend of mine as well, something like that, and he said like, "Yo, it's because girls are at war right now," and I agree, and they got to be defensive. I agree, and she, because you and I, we are the rapists. And I was like, okay, wait a minute.
Whoa. Hold your horses.
I'm not a rapist, dude. And he was like,
just
no,
got
yes,
demonetized.
you are. And I'm like, why? Because you're a man. And so you're a rapist. No, man, buddy, I think you're a little bit off. I'm not a rapist. Maybe you are, but I'm not. You know?
Yeah, there's just some stuff like people like to generalize, you know.
Yeah. But
people like to generalize rapists.
But here's another thing. Going back to the accents.
Watch what you say.
Going back to the accents, Robert. Like I don't know how we would. Yeah, we all.
No, I'm saying to make an observation of like, oh, an accent can sound like this to you. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It's like you just hear it that way because there's an accent. You know what I mean? I don't think that's wrong to acknowledge, oh, there's an accent. I don't know. You know?
We're just trying to figure out this world and navigate it as times change and people become more of like a slurry of like.
I'm not saying doing it to their you know, like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm trying to do. No, that was Scottish.
I could tell.
There's this movie called Code 46. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Code 46. I recommend it. It's like a love story, but like heartbreak story. But anyways, the thing is that it's set in the future, and everybody talks like hola Robert, ¿cómo estás, canicho? With all the languages mixed together, which I think makes sense.
That's crazy.
Dude, I loved as a kid. I fucking loved, and I weirdly identified with Starship Troopers so much.
I love that movie.
I never seen it.
Great movie.
So what I loved about it, maybe I was grasping because they were all pretty much white people, but all the names in that movie were Hispanic names.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are.
And
all the
white
characters.
people?
And they were white people. But to me, they all looked like a certain level of Hispanic. Like it was like almost like showing that like, oh, in the future, like we're all going to be kind of Hispanic. Okay. And like, because my last name is Hispanic, I really was like, oh man, I could see myself. Like it was like this weird like projection of myself. I fell in love with Starship Troopers for not just that reason, for a multitude of reasons. That movie is fucking very special.
Yeah, very underrated movie.
But it makes sense, no? Because I
does.
guess that's what we're heading.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, most people in the world, I think, speak Spanish, right?
But also,
or China,
Hebrew is it?
maybe.
No, I think
or
it's
Hebrew.
No,
maybe.
I think it's Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah, I think it's Spanish is the biggest language.
I mean, there's that
South
country,
America,
Africa.
Central.
There's that country in Africa, Ecuadorial, something, but they speak Spanish. Like
Ecuador? Can you believe this motherfucker?
Not Ecuador. It's like Ecuadorial.
Oh, even worse.
But
epidermis.
Here's the thing. Like, look, Latin people, or at least Mexicans, I don't think they could imitate your accent. American people accent, or from
I've
the
never really heard
States.
any like Mexican people doing like, or Latin people doing American
The only
accents.
thing we know is go back to Mexico, gringo, but no accent. You know, because people from the States will do a hick accent, right? Hick is a word that I can say, right? Hick,
Say whatever the fuck you want.
redneck, something like that, right? That's an accent that they could do, right? Or somebody from Wisconsin, or somebody from New York, or whatever.
There's
right?
some
Boston.
things that come easier, like British people, Southern accents. I
Similar.
guess they're very similar. Like there's similarities there. It's trippy. I mean, dude,
Dialects are weird, dude.
Yeah, but when you think about it, this is the reality of it. Like I'm a huge history buff. Like all of us, like Latin is in English. Because it was in the French Vikings that took over England. They influenced English.
So Vikings are from France?
There was, and the Norwegian Viking Rollo. He was related to Ragnar Lothbrok, the famous Viking. He went to England, France, and Normandy, you know, World War II. That's like where all the Vikings settled in France. And in Normandy. Yeah, Norman, they called him Normand. Like Mark Norman, he's probably of that descent. Yeah. And like he lives in Louisiana. Yeah. And there's French people. Yeah, so it's kind of wild. It's weird how like, because English, if you listen to English before the Normans, before like the French Latin mix thing got into English, it's like a weird archaic like Dutch. Like it sounds like like that was it Chancerberry Tales, that play. That's like the first Middle English, and it's weird because you'll hear words that sound like English. This is after the French, Vikings came. That like it sounds like a man had a hat and he was on a horse, but like it turns out crazy.
Are those things before Shakespeare?
Yes, right before Shakespeare. Okay. So it's weird, like, because we could probably grasp. They say
I read a little bit of Shakespeare. I couldn't understand shit.
Well, dude, Shakespeare. dude. I thought about this because I've been like in a history deep dive. The earliest that we would, as English speakers, would probably grasp is Shakespeare. That's like when we would be able to speak to people, like even if it's not like worded the same way, we'd be able to catch their jab. Yeah. But before that, it's kind of crazy. I mean, even Spanish, it was Latin and mixed with it's just crazy. It all depends on where you're from in the world, but it is fascinating. Dude, my favorite, I think we watched last time, was the speakers in the Virginias, the islands. I forget. They're called the High-Toiters, but they sound like the colonial people that came to America, but because they're on an island, it's like stuck that way. So if you hear them talk, it's such a trip because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, people think we're slow, or they think we're from Ireland or something." It's crazy, and they say, "Oh,
where are they from?
They're
Virgin
from
Islands?
No, it's an island. I fucking forget.
But they're American.
Yeah, and they sound like that. Oh, a high tide is coming. And when they've gotten like fucked over when they're fishing or whatever,
can't even understand them.
Well, it's called. There's a term that they use that's pretty genius, or I love it. But they say, like when they've had a bad day or something, they've been mamad, like Mother Nature fucked them or whatever. But yeah, it's a trippy dialect. I mean, it's like that. I'm sure like everywhere.
There's people in the United States that I can't understand.
Yeah, go to Riverside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I used to have this.
Go to a 7-Eleven. I said it.
Wow. You did say it.
Meaning that there's a vast amount of accents. Yes.
A copious. A cornucopia.
But here's the thing. This is what I was trying to get at. I have South American friends, right? And they speak different than Mexicans. They speak really different, right? Sometimes it's hard for them to understand each other, right? Mexicans and in this case Chilean people, right? And when they start imitating me, they start speaking straight like fucking Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Like straight, like, do I sound like that?
Well,
Andale, arriba, way, arriba.
But I think
it's
like,
really?
Well, I think it's more so that I notice a lot of like of Mexican Spanish is fast.
Yeah.
It's quick. Yeah, whereas I think a lot of other countries don't speak as fast.
Exactly.
Well, Cuba, it's crazy. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Not even they understand what the fuck they're talking. Yeah.
No, I've
Ramon is Cuban.
Oh yeah,
Ramon is Cuban.
My favorite.
But you know what's crazy about that?
We should make sure to say Ram on. Okay?
Ram on
with his face.
Yes,
with 3 teeth.
Yeah.
Dude. No, it's funny that all the dialect and stuff.
I had a teacher that was from Jamaica, and he
making me crazy.
He would speak in the Jamaican dialect.
Oh shit!
And it was like, what? It was, I don't know what the fuck. It was fucking wild.
So do they really say like Irie and stuff like that? Just out of the blue, like Irie man. He would because he could speak.
He
would just click into it, and it was so fucking weird. It was, you're sitting there watching him talk, and you can pick out little pieces of words here and there, but it was like, you feel like you're on acid because you're just like, what the fuck did he just say? That's fucking wild. I had the same kind of situation when I had this client from Boston, Fred Mashuati.
Yeah, get it hot and nice and quick over there.
Oh no, I can understand that. I could not understand Fred.
Where was he from?
He was from Boston.
Boston, yeah, but with his descendant, what, Irish or
I have no
Scottish?
fucking Mashuati. I don't know. Mashuati. But yeah, Fred fucking. I couldn't. I could not understand a goddamn word he was saying. He was such a fucking weirdo.
What would you do? Just come again, come again, come again?
I would pick out words that he would say, or I would pick out words, and then I would kind of fill in the blanks.
Decipher and shit.
Yeah,
It was very strange.
Well, it's a trip. You listen to like just even people, like language is always evolving, and you listen to like Theodore Roosevelt. I was listening to his audio, and yeah, it's funny how they just phrase things.
Oh, the phrasing.
It's weird because he doesn't say like, or he doesn't sound as like. You'd think he had a lot more gruff to his voice because he's like a rough rider and all the shit that he did.
Like DMX?
Yeah, I'm a rough rider. He sounds exactly like DMX.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Does he bark? Too?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Cool.
No, but he sounds like, it sounds like this, Theodore Roosevelt. And I don't know if it's like the
But at those
tinny
times,
noise.
it was probably a hard dude.
When I was
Hey, come back here. I'm going to fuck you up, see?
when I was doing research on Clifford Clinton,
I'm going to suck your dick,
for
see?
Clifton's Cafeteria.
Yeah.
When I was shout out to the Robertland Podcast, friend of the show.
Robertland Podcast.
So when I was doing that research, some of the quotes from the 30s from Clifford were fucking wacky as all fuck. Like it was almost like
It's a
spoken
great
from the Bible.
It's a great restaurant. They don't have any Mexicans.
They actually
Oh,
did that.
no,
A lot of the people there, they got a lot of
no,
Mexicans.
yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of Mexicans.
they've had a lot of Mexicans.
That was their thing. They would feed everybody.
they feed all the Mexicans.
Everybody.
Clifton's, shout out, dude.
Clifton's. Yeah, but it was interesting reading some of these quotes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I picked one out because it was so strange.
How'd it go? You remember?
Oh, I could look it up here. It's fucking. It's a.
In Mexico, isn't there a part where they speak? It's like a blend, or in South America. I don't know if you've heard about it. I don't know where it is. It might actually be in the bottom of Mexico. Maybe. Is there a part of Mexico where people also speak Portuguese at all?
Found it.
No, that's Brazil.
Brazil and
Brazil.
Chile, maybe.
No.
next
Just Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. Is there a part where they speak Spanish?
Yeah, Brazil is in the middle of South America, like right in the middle,
Yeah.
but to the Pacific side of
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's a big chunk.
Like
Brazil-
a blend, you know what I mean? Is there like a blend of Portuguese and Spanish? I think there is,
No, it's,
right?
It's
Like
just straight Portuguese.
Almost like Spanglish, but they do both. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I don't know what are you talking about.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
talking
it's like
about
a
right there.
slang thing, like where they speak a little bit of both. You know,
But Brazil speaks Portuguese, as far as
Portuguese.
I know. And
Yeah.
a Brazilian guy was just on the news trying to assassinate the ex-president of Argentina.
really,
Cristina Kirchner was her name. Straight up, she was getting out of her limo or whatever, a bunch of photographers or whatever, and this guy fucking puts a gun to her face and goes like, clack, clack, clack. The gun doesn't go off.
Whoa.
Clack, clack, clack. Fucking.
Oh!
wow.
So I found that
Brazilian
quote.
guy.
It's 1931. So he says, "If colored skin is a passport to death for our liberties, then it's a passport to Clifton's."
Hell yeah.
So I think that means it's like,
A true visionary.
I mean, it's like, yeah, we don't give a shit. If you're colored, that's great.
I
Not my words. Clifton.
I
Cafeteria.
was once in New York and at a bar or whatever, and we started talking to some dude, and he said that he was Simba in The Lion King. He told me, I'm Simba in The Lion King in the theater.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, fuck yeah, that was a long time
You
ago.
guys ever see The Lion King in the?
I did just
God damn.
Yeah.
a couple of months ago.
What a fucking thing, huh?
It's great. Yeah, it's fucking great.
Oh
Fucking
no,
great.
sorry, I never saw the
No,
theater
the
presentation.
performance. Jesus Christ,
So talking about the movie, I'm like, yeah, dude.
dude! If you get a chance to go see The Lion
It's
King,
a mind bender. It's
I mean,
mind bender.
I mean, that's why that play fucking
I
exists.
heard,
That movie kicked
I heard
ass.
it's Hamlet, but in drawings. I
Yeah,
never
pretty much.
read Hamlet. Is
Yeah,
it? Yeah. Is it
yeah.
talking about the
You
same
never
thing?
seen it?
Hamlet? No.
No. Lion King.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just saw it 2 months ago.
God,
But
that
you
play
saw the
was so
live
good.
show,
No,
right?
Did you ever see the cartoon?
The cartoon I starred and I did, but I didn't.
That's,
Oh.
that's a great one. It was
Yeah.
really good.
But I saw the play. I saw
the
the
play
play.
is
Yeah.
fucking top notch.
Fucking, you got fucking animals coming through.
Oh my god, the audience!
Wow,
It's
yeah.
The audience. Fucking
so I got
crazy.
so lucky when I went and saw it because I was in the center, and weirdly there was 4 seats in front of me that were nobody there, and then 2 seats in front of that where there's nobody. So there was literally 6 seats that were just not there. And I think what happened is that there must have been comp tickets for a group that didn't come, and the view I had was just fucking
It was
unreal.
The show was for you.
And they had those drummers up in the corners.
Yeah.
God, that shit was fucking tight.
It's awesome, dude. You know what? We went this like a month ago. We went to 4 plays. 4 plays.
What else did you see?
I saw the first one we saw was Wicked, which was my second time. I saw it first in Australia and blew
Yeah.
my mind.
Uh-huh.
This time I liked it a lot, but it didn't blow my mind. But
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Then we went to then we went to Lion King. Then we went to fucking Phantom of the Opera.
Cool.
Because I just said I gotta see it. I didn't really dig it that much because it was like, I thought it was like mocking a fucking Broadway place. Because everything goes like this. Yeah, let's go and chill. Da, 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 da. And I went like, okay, cool. But then I went to the Metropolitan, something like that it's called, to watch a ballet. Swan
Lake?
Swan Lake, yeah, the typical one, right? I fucking fell in love, dude.
Wow.
I went like, what the fuck am I watching? It blew my mind, dude. Blew my mind. The girls were perfect. The guys were perfect. Everything was that. If you ever get to see a fucking play, go to a ballet for real.
This is the best.
It made me cry. It made me cry.
This is the best. All right. We started this podcast. With us talking about a man named Ramon who uses his
Bang
8-inch talk. Like, if only we started with you talking about the artistry and the beauty of this swan
Yes.
song. At the beginning, we're talking about, hardcore
Yes.
pornography. Now
I'm a sucker for live theater.
Dude, me too.
I don't know what it is, but like there's something about going to I'm sounding like such a fucking nerd, but there's something about going to see a live performance where like these actors and acrobats and fucking singers and dancers and all these fucking people are all coming together and working in what seems to be a seamless fucking presentation. I'm sure there's some fuck ups here and there, but what seems to be a seamless presentation when you know that at any given fucking moment, the goddamn wheels can fall off this fucking thing. And it is just flowing like you're watching something that's been edited. And I mean, it's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love theater.
Which is the play that you would recommend of the ones you've seen?
100% The Lion King.
Yeah.
I saw a comedic one that was called Something Rotten.
Okay.
I loved it.
I want to see Book of Mormon, dude.
I want to see Book
that
of
one
Mormon.
as
Yeah,
well.
I really
We
do.
should. They'll probably come to LA.
They're making
Yeah.
a movie.
Of it?
really?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
so
I don't know if
cool.
it's been released yet.
I don't even
but
know what it's about. I guess some
It's
Mormons,
about
but
It's about like this guy's like journey as an elder.
And is it mocking it or what?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
The Mormon
Oh, yeah.
Church was involved in making it too.
Oh really?
Yeah, they like wanted to
can-
make sure that like the logos and everything were like.
Yeah.
Mormons apparently have a really good sense of humor about the play, and they like it because they relate to it.
My
Yeah.
nephew's a Mormon. Shout out my nephew.
And he's from
How old
Mexico,
is he?
right?
Yeah, he's I think 20 now.
Oh shit!
yeah.
He's 20, but
Is he going on his pilgrimage?
He was. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna do it now. But yeah, he wanted to become an elder or something like that. No, elder.
An
No.
elder,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, and but he's really into it. He grew up with the neighbors next to our house, and he's a priest, or what do you call it? The father there,
A
Yeah.
bishop or something. I can't remember what it is.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Mormon.
And they just built a church in TJ, sort of like the one in La Jolla.
It's probably fucking insane.
It's insane with the gold
Yeah.
thing at the top.
Mormon
and
temples are always like over the top.
over the fucking top, but nobody can enter.
No, you gotta be
Nobody
Mormon.
can enter. Just Mormon
Really?
people. I think my mom and
My uncle's
sister,
Mormon.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he went to school in Utah and then
the
came
nicest
back.
people, dude. The nicest people.
It's
Yeah,
really
there's a big Mexican population, right, of
Yeah.
Mormons.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
And by the way, I don't think
Mormonism
Mexico is next to Brazil. I said that earlier because I was curious. I don't sound like that much of a because I hate that shit. I know my fucking
like
geography.
Brazil's like right next to Mexico. It's like you can
no,
pretty
it's
much walk
not.
there, right?
But you know what I mean, though. I meant to say, is there a place where in South America where they speak Portuguese and
Yeah, it's Brazil.
Spanish, like a mix?
I would think that
I don't know about that, but
I would
Brazil.
think that there's probably like a lot of Mexican people, they will speak both English and Spanish depending on what is easiest for them in conversation, especially in the States.
What was that?
So a lot of Mexican people that I know in the States will speak both Spanish and English.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh yeah.
like just go back and forth.
We call them
Boop.
pochos, and up here they would call them like northern. They're like sort of cholo. So you know a cholo?
Like
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they mix in like Spanglish, like
Yeah. We call them pochos.
Because I know a
And,
lot. Like one of my coworkers up north.
Seguimos en el mío. Este es
sí,
mi podcast.
Esperanza Gomez.
Yeah. So shout out to DiCarlo, my nephew. Shout out. He watches. He's one of the people.
oh,
that
nice,
watches
dude.
our-
Yeah.
Shout out DiCarlo. I don't know if I'm interrupting. I wanted to say that that I met this guy who was Simba in Lion King.
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah,
back to
that's
the
right, yeah,
languages, and he said he was from Africa, and we told him like, yo, teach us a word or whatever, and he taught us a word. I don't remember, but one of the syllables or whatever, it's like like that, like
Yeah.
sound like that. I wonder what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's a syllable, and you use it with this and that. I remember it was a long time ago, but that's crazy, right?
When
Yeah.
Hereditary came out, and you're just like, whoa. You ever seen Hereditary?
The movie?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah,
I love that movie.
yeah. It's the one with a girl gets decapitated, right?
Oh yeah, that was at the ending.
Hereditary.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. The girl gets decapitated in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning,
Yeah,
right? Off a post, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
a
is a
brutal movie. I love it.
So
It's
I
so
don't
good.
know what is it, what's this, but I love it. That sounds crazy. What the fuck is that?
Oh, dude, watch it again.
Just watching it is like
Yeah.
scary, dude. What the fuck is that?
Oh, dude,
Is he cutting off his head or what?
that movie is so goddamn good. It's
is?
so fucking good, dude.
It's just all about trauma.
It's a piano wire.
if you wanna put yourself through it, it's a heavy one, but
You know
I
what?
love
I've
it.
seen it twice.
Uh-huh.
It didn't impact me that much.
Oh man, it's so
Really?
good. Just keep watching.
Honestly, I think I need to watch it again. because
Yeah,
it didn't
watch
really
it.
impact me that much. Insidious is one that it was sort of like it's okay. It's okay. I haven't seen a movie that's fucking
Hereditary should
hit
have
me
won.
that way.
Hereditary blew my fucking mind. That's what I was doing there. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Hereditary. So there's a scene where it's kind of panning through the house, and there's a piano that's been like smashed downstairs, and what she's doing is she's floating in the fucking when they're up in the attic.
Yeah.
She's floating in the attic, and she's the mom. She's got a piano wire that was from the fucking piano that was smashed downstairs, and she's and she's cutting off her own fucking head,
Oh,
and then
that's
it
cool.
plops on the ground and rolls.
How do I not remember that?
Oh,
That's
dude, it's
sick.
super-
It's so
fucking
fucked
so
up because they're
good,
just
dude.
like destroying their own body.
And that's a
It's
spoiler,
so-
right?
Yeah, that's towards the end.
I saw
yeah.
that movie
When-
3 times in the theaters, dude. It was such a experience. You know, it was
Experience.
heavy, but I really liked it. I haven't seen Midsommar,
Midsommar's great.
but he's doing another one.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I don't remember what it's called. but-
He said it's a comedy.
Pinocchio, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend. Shout out Chitus. Chitus is his name. That whenever he goes to theaters, he just loves screaming, yelling out spoilers. Like he would just go like spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
You know, my favorite spoiler ever was
It didn't work, Chitus. It didn't work.
My favorite spoiler ever was was Han Solo. Come on, at this point everyone's seen it, but in the newer series where Han Solo is stabbed with a lightsaber,
He's gonna die.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about that is someone put up a meme where it was like, if you spoil the new Star Wars for me, this is gonna happen. It's Han Solo getting.
and that's how it ends.
Yeah, no, that's the meme. Like
yeah.
that
The
you would
movie
share.
actually ends like that.
Well, it
No,
doesn't
it's like
end that
halfway
way, but
through.
it happens in it, and it's a
Okay.
big death.
It's not even a big
if you
death. It's
ruin
like,
this
no,
for me-
moving on.
Yeah,
Can you believe that I've never watched any Star Wars movie?
Don't bother.
I could believe it.
And I don't even intend to.
Fuck it.
It sucks, man, because I don't know if you could, because of the hype. I don't know if it could live up to it. Well, actually, I do. I think it could. I love
Probably
Star Wars.
number one. If I would watch it,
Yeah.
would be the first.
Watch
movie.
the
No,
original
70s
3.
movie.
Yeah.
No.
Not really, right?
No.
Because you know what? Yesterday I saw, Ingmar Bergman.
Bergman?
Yeah, you know. Who
Oh,
that
well, you
is,
should
right?
see Star Wars before you watch Ingmar Bergman movies.
But why is he considered like one of the top directors?
Because at the time he was doing some like very like challenging like.
You
very
seen any of his movies?
The one with Max von Sydow.
You know the Seventh Seal, right?
Yeah, Seventh. Yeah, that's one of the
black
biggest
and
movies.
white. I think it's the devil with a
Yeah.
guy playing chess. Some shit
Yeah,
like
you know
that,
he's the one of the that guy was. This is fucking nuts that you say this. This is hilarious. That you say
telling
this.
you,
but
that's
one of the
it.
actors in that movie, Max von Sydow, who was in The Exorcist, he acted forever.
What does he play in The Exorcist?
He's the priest in The Exorcist.
The young priest,
no,
the boxer,
the
No,
older
the old
one.
guy? Okay.
And they make him look older in that. He was alive up until just a couple years ago.
Oh shit.
Literally like 3 years ago. He was in the new Star Wars.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was in one of the new Star Wars movies, but he was in a Ingmar Bergman movie all the way back
Like
then.
who's in Ingmar
is-
movie,
isn't
right?
that kind of crazy?
That is kind of crazy.
I think
Yeah.
that if you're gonna watch a Star Wars movie, I would actually recommend that you watch the last one. Just
Return
the last
of the
one.
syphilis.
Yeah, that one. The last one that came out. Like, was it like a Return of the Return of the
Oh,
Skywalker.
Sith.
Skywalker.
And then they turned the guy black, which I don't have a problem with him being
I like when
black.
they do that.
But I'm pretty sure.
What guy-
I know it sounded bad.
Who did
but
they turn black?
they turned
The
somebody
R&B
black,
guy
right?
you talked about earlier, just the one dude.
Ramon?
That's a good way to call back to
nothing
that
against
guy.
that. But I'm pretty sure who wrote that. Fucking George Lucas wrote that movie.
No, not the last one.
Okay,
No.
okay, but who came up with Star Wars? George
George
Lucas.
George
right?
Lucas.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he didn't intend for one of the guys to be black. And no disrespect to, but I'm glad. I hope the whole cast is black. But you know what I'm saying, or
I
no?
don't know which character it
What
was.
are you talking about? That turned
Like
black?
Darth
There's a black
Vader or
guy
something is black.
Who's and not Samuel L.
Finn?
Jackson. Not Samuel L. Jackson.
Is it Finn?
Probably, I don't know. I just saw a black guy with a lifesaver.
That was Finn.
I'm probably coming. You're probably gonna get me wrong, but I'm not talking about that.
No, I think
Talking
it might
about
be. I don't know
whoever-
because maybe they could have changed. What they changed the race of a character that was in it
Yes,
before,
yes,
No.
yes.
or it was like
If
something
he
like.
was a Mexican, I'd be saying the same thing.
I was saying it's like Boba Fett. No, there was like it was kind of funny because there was a moment when you see Boba Fett and you're like, oh, he's Puerto Rican. Like
See, that's what I'm talking.
He's not though. He's
I'm pretty sure that
he's
George Lucas in 1970.
he's a
whatever-
Kiwi
Finn?
or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, that's
he's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
indigenous.
Finn. He wasn't a new character.
Well,
And-
okay. Was
He's a new character.
I bet.
Who are you talking about?
He wasn't an original character.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. George Lucas wrote that shit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Finn should have been the best character in those fucking movies.
If Finn was
Probably.
all no. Finn was not George Lucas.
He wasn't-
George Lucas
no, he
didn't
wasn't.
say
I
Finn.
know. But George Lucas came up with the whole concept of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Or did he?
Yes,
He
he
did.
did.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
No, but I don't think he. I don't. Well, he didn't come up with Finn. That character.
Of
they made
course,
later.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, you're saying so. You're saying that George Lucas would have never thought of a black guy in a role. He had Lando
That's-
Calrissian.
that's exactly
no,
what I'm
'cause
saying.
No, George Lucas's wife is black.
I bet,
and,
I bet,
and
I bet,
Lando.
I bet, I
no,
bet.
but Finn wasn't a
I
white
bet.
guy, and then they're like, "What's up, Finn?" And now he's a black guy. They didn't do that.
No.
Finn wasn't. Yeah,
I don't know. I
Are you
don't
talking
know.
about-
I don't know what
if like Han Solo was just like
I'm digging myself
you know,
into a hole right here, right? But
wasn't a-
but I hope there's some Mexican character there, so I can say George Lucas did not think in 1970 something. Oh, and one of the guys from outer space is going to be a Mexican.
He probably did.
He
Maybe.
probably did.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
I
think
don't know. But, I mean, I'm sure George Lucas seems like he's like a very he's,
So. Okay,
cool with
do you
everybody.
think the guy who wrote or girl who wrote?
Well, I mean, one of the main characters in the new Star Wars movies is Guatemalan.
I bet. I fucking bet.
Oscar Isaacs.
But okay,
Yeah.
do you think whoever wrote fucking what's it fucking Little Mermaid? Do you,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. When he wrote it, or
Hans
she wrote
Christian
it.
Andersen.
Yeah.
It's a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Swedish or from Denmark.
He's,
Okay.
he's
Did they change it to a Latin girl or to a black
she's
girl?
a black girl.
A black
Yeah.
girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy who wrote it meant it to be a.
Well, I mean,
a
he
black girl.
I mean,
whatever.
Sebastian the Crab. I mean, Sebastian was a
Yeah.
Caribbean dude, right?
Caribbean, yeah, Caribbean crab.
Yeah. But I don't think the main character is. I'm coming from a. It's cool. It's good. I hope the whole cast is
Yeah, Queen Latifah
a minority. I
was-
hope for
I know,
real.
yeah, Hans Christian Andersen. He's like the Little Mermaid. There will definitely not be any colored mermaid. Like I don't think he thought that
That's what I'm
about
saying.
that though.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he was like some guy that was like, there'll never be a
No, but not that way. Not that way at all. I'm just coming from a writer. Like if you write something, let's say Dennis
maybe
the
it wasn't
Menace.
his vision.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks.
Yeah.
Let's say you write Dennis the Menace, right? Dennis the Menace. Oh, I'm gonna draw a cartoon of Dennis the Menace.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, yeah, it depends on where you're from in the world and where you were.
What's
But
going
also,
on or whatever,
This is a mermaid. It's like they don't exist.
My
to start
favorite
off
is
with.
Merman. Yeah, and you're right. It's Merman. I had a band at a time that we did a song called Merman Revolution or Merman Liberation. And it was them like break. Yeah,
From the Mormons?
it was like a men's rights group getting to mermen
Yeah.
because they don't really get any love. But they'd be like Merman Liberation, anarchy in the ocean, fight for your right to swim, merman. God, yeah, it's a silly song.
This is from the Neptunes, right?
No, L Milk. Yeah.
L Milk.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the Neptunes up on on the
Spotify-
platforms?
No, it's
there
all on
isn't?
SoundCloud. Yeah,
Really?
I didn't get it on iTunes, dude.
You can get it on iTunes.
We had albums and stuff. I know. I mean to do that, though.
I need to plug that because I listened to your music from the Neptunes and I thought it was fucking awesome, dude. I've never got into it that much because I never really heard it that way.
Yeah.
Like when
Dick
you,
Neptune.
Yeah.
Dick Neptune.
Dick Neptune.
Well, thank
the
you,
microwave
sir.
oven.
And I fucking
Yeah.
loved it. Please hear him
theme
out
song.
on
Oh, yeah.
SoundCloud. Dick Neptune.
Yeah, you got to get that on Spotify, dude.
Yeah, I know. I've been
Real? You
meaning
gotta
to.
get it
It's,
everywhere.
all you got to do is
YouTube,
just go on distro. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah,
really easy.
CD Baby or one of
CD
those.
No,
Baby,
distro.
DistroKid is
Distro, yeah.
Okay.
it's probably better.
Oh, and for podcasts, do you know where do you?
I don't know. You do that.
Yeah, that's SoundCloud.
It's all through SoundCloud?
Well, no, it was through,
That's the host is SoundCloud.
The
Yeah,
host is SoundCloud, but it's
Who
from,
distributes it?
Fuck, I forgot. I
Anchor?
can't tell you right now. No, it was. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Because for music, it's DistroKid. Definitely,
DistroKid, yeah.
definitely.
That's what I go through.
I've done
Yeah.
CD Baby and
I
it
might have been
sucks.
CD Baby.
I remember CD Baby back in the day. They've been around
Maybe.
forever.
Nah, CD Baby ain't cool.
Yeah.
CD Baby ain't
Remember,
cool.
do you guys remember disc makers? Do you guys remember? Do you
Oh,
remember disc
I do.
makers?
I did. I did some CD. My first CDs, I did them
Yeah,
there.
God, man, they were fucking so trash,
Yes.
and like that was the only people you could go through.
Yes.
Disc makers, and it's like, oh, cool, that's where you get your disc made, and get them back, and the colors are all fucked up, and everything looks
Yes.
like dog shit, and you're like, why is this so bad?
Yes, and they were expensive too.
They were
right?
expensive. I remember, putting
What
out
were they, like
CDs.
two something?
It was yeah, I think it was like $2.75 a CD
Yeah, I
or
remember
something.
that. That's so funny.
I remember there was a big argument because we did a split record with I was in this rap group and I was also in a band, and we did a split record. It was half and half, and there was a big disagreement where George was like, "We should just sell these things for $5." We paid $2.75 for them. It was basically free to record it because we recorded it at our studio. We were like the first people to have a home studio that we knew, and all Woody. Woody was the fucking mastermind behind everything, and I remember it was this big deal. It was like, no, we got to sell them for $10. Like, we're worth it. And George was like, we're not going to sell fucking one of these things. Like, we need to sell them for $5. No, that's stupid. We do it. We ended up like sitting on like literally 800 CDs.
Never sold them.
No, we sold 200. Maybe we probably sold 150 and then just gave away 50 and then just sat on the other 800.
What year is that? 2001?
2004. That was.
2004.
Yeah.
It's because it's weird. I think, I think we spoke about this last time. That I think we just didn't. I guess we were just young. It was a transitioning time, and we
Yeah, it
did
was.
not know how to capitalize on it. And
We didn't know how to transition.
but who could blame us, right? We were just fucking kids, and we like for me, I think it was 1,500 CDs that I paid for myself, right? Cover everything, whatever. So I had this 1,500 CDs, but we were playing a lot. So we had a manager here, and I said, like, you know what? I'll just leave the CDs with you, and whenever we play, you sell them and just give me the money back. Okay, cool. Never received the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking the band broke up or whatever. Time passed, and I was searching. Oh, let me see if I got some videos up online or whatever, right? I was searching, and Sick Chamuco CD sold out or whatever, and people fucking on some platform. Yeah, the CD's great. Song number 3 is awesome, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
Now, is it
Yes,
awesome though? Is it awesome?
No, because they ripped you off. Never mind. I mean,
Do you know how?
that's not awesome.
I got a fucking great story for you guys. So when I was 14, this is fucking something else. Talking about ripping off, but it was my own fault.
It's cool they liked your music, not that you were ripped off.
So
of your money.
so check us out. So I was in a ska band when I was 14 years old. 14, 15, 16. I think going into when I was 17. No, 14, 15, 16. I was in the ska band. We did an album. We did an album, like a 7-song album, and then a 2-song little CD cassette thing. And we at the end of the band's run, our trumpet player Toby was putting everything on a website called oh my god, now I can't remember this. Oh yeah, mp3.com.
Yeah.
I
So
remember that.
did I tell you the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Crazy.
so my band was on mp3.com. Didn't think anything of it. We all just signed the fucking paperwork and split up whatever.
What, paperwork?
Yeah,
To put it up on MP3?
mp3.com. Yeah.
What was that?
This
Just
is like 19
SoundCloud or what?
It was the only place that you could buy MP3s online, or
Okay.
one of the only places. This is
And they
before.
would send you paperwork.
This is
or
before
what?
Napster. This is before iTunes.
Okay.
This is before everything. So they sent us paperwork. We signed off on it. Boom. Put our stuff on mp3.com. Didn't think anything of it. But we break up. We graduate from high school. I get a phone call from Toby one day. And Toby's like, bro, we got to get the money to go over to fucking Australia. And I'm like, no, Toby, we're not going to Australia. The band's broken up. He's like, we got to figure a way to get the band back together. I think that we can book some tours over there and we can make like 10 grand. We just got to get over there. They'll give us equipment. Like, we just got to go. And I'm like, no, Toby, it's not going to happen. And he was like, Toby was insistent. He was like, bro, you don't understand what's happening. And he wouldn't say anything over the phone. Whatever. It never happened. A few more years go by and Toby calls me up and goes, hey man, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, what's up? He's like, well, mp3.com got bought out by Apple. And I'm like, all right. He's like, I guess they're turning it into this thing called iTunes. Okay. And they bought us out. So I have this money from the band. You need to fucking pick up some of this money. And I said, you know what, Toby? You're the one that got all that stuff online. You're the one that did all that. That money's yours, bro.
You don't even know how much it is.
So I thought it was like $600 and then he was going to kick me down like $100, $200. Nah.
How much?
So check this out. So I was talking to this kid named Alex who was like very, very young, OCD, young guitarist who actually ended up being in a band with years down the road. And Alex goes, congratulations on all the success. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I haven't done shit. Congratulations on all the success. What are you talking about, man? Dude, all those downloads on mp3.com. What do you mean? How downloads? He's like, dude, you sold 550,000 copies of your album on mp3.com.
The whole album.
550,000 copies. And I was like, what? And he's like, paid downloads. 550,000 copies.
Fuck?
And I'm like,
and iTunes paid you off.
yeah. I
Paid him
think
off.
Toby got like 24 grand or something.
What the
That's
fuck?
wild, dude.
And all those downloads came from Australia or what?
A lot. I guess there was another wave of ska that hit Australia in the early 2000s, like 2001, 2002.
Wow.
You know what? One of the bands that we used to play with in TJ, a band from TJ, shout out Kung Fu Monkeys, that was their name. They're still actually, I seen their Instagram, fucking touring in Australia.
Yeah.
Not big
Wow.
time, but they go, make their little
Play.
dough,
Yeah.
come back.
Well, I guess
Still the band's still going on or whatever, I
Sure.
guess.
I guess that what happened is that there was like Australia was like hungry for American ska bands, and the only place that you could really get them was on mp3.com. And we were just so happened to be one of the fucking ska bands that was on mp3.com.
That's wild.
What was the
dude.
name of the band?
Mainstream Trend, we were called.
Mainstream Trend. And never got it back up on another platform or
I
whatever?
think our songs are on SoundCloud or somewhere. If you look it up, you can find their
Look
stuff.
it up, Mainstream.
Trend, yeah.
Trend,
We recorded that shit in like 1997, I think.
Damn.
There was this dude named Roger Tashan, who had a music studio in our hometown. He was like the first guy that we knew that had a studio, and he was recording some fucking fire out of there.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, like we recorded with him when we were like, I was like 15, and then like, yeah, man, it was fucking awesome. It
But
was
that's crazy. I never put my shit up online.
Mhm.
Maybe should have. You know? 'Cause-
Absolutely should have.
And probably still will, just for the fuck of it.
Why not?
You know? And whenever I can think of a song that I like, I record it and
Fuck
I'll
yeah.
fucking put it up. And
Slap
I'm
it on
like,
fucking DistroKid and then put it
yeah,
it out.
I got my DistroKid account. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that.
You're paying for it. You might as well.
Yeah, I think it's producer,
That's cool.
right? Because there's artist, producer, and label. I think, right?
I think so.
I got the middle one, the producer, which I can put up.
You can put up a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I think on unlimited songs
Probably, yeah.
for a year. I think.
Yeah.
Just put them up. I haven't put up shit in a while, but my SoundCloud's, or not my SoundCloud, but my Spotify and all that shit is up.
Yeah,
And it's all like stuff I did with my buddy Bob. It's nothing crazy.
And-
I did a record with him like just for shits and giggles.
And what's the name of that?
I think we just called it Bob Ross or something.
Yeah,
It was me and
that's
Bob. Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
like
genius.
I took a bunch of like samples from horror movies and I kind of spliced it together. It's all like one song.
Yeah,
It was pretty fun.
Hell yeah! And what type of music was that?
It was hip hop.
Straight hip hop.
I mean,
Like
like
what,
there's
turntables and-
no. It was all live instrumentation,
Hell yeah!
but there was a lot of like.
you sing in there as well?
I think there was some
You rhyme?
singing in there.
Yeah?
No rapping.
Oh, okay.
It was just mostly instrumental stuff.
Hell
Like
yeah.
Bob and I were like big Primus fans,
Hell yeah!
and like Bob is kind of like a groove oriented bass player.
yeah, yeah.
So I can kind of like dabble in whatever. So I can play guitars and construct some things, but the mixing on there's terrible. Mixing has never been my strong suit.
Oh, okay. So who would record you?
I recorded, yeah. I would have Bob do his parts at his house and then ship me over the shit, and then I would record everything else.
What DAW would you use?
What's up?
DAW.
I was using Logic and Ableton.
Oh wow! Yeah, those are old school, dude.
Logic, yeah.
Logic's great. Yeah, that's what. Remember when I sent you all those demos?
Oh, they're on Logic.
I did all those on Logic.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Those demos are fun.
They are, dude. They're great. Yeah, I did like those. I'm glad you reminded me. I have to go to the baños. I'm probably gonna set up my computer too, just to get all this stuff. But
what you want to call? You want to fucking call it off?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be the party pooper.
You're always a party pooper. Yeah. You're always a party pooper.
No, I'll keep going, but I just want to set up because I'm getting fucking tired. I'm tired. It's hot as shit. We've done 18 podcasts.
Why are you swaying?
I don't know. I'll keep going, but I just want to set up because I am getting tired. You know, this is very fun.
No, we can cut it. We did an hour.
Yeah, we did an hour and 15.
We actually did like 5 hours. We did all day.
Yeah, we did 2 hour-long episodes, right?
Yeah.
And then 1 40-minute one. And then this is an hour and 20. So that's
we're 4 hours in, homie.
Wow, dude. That's awesome.
Anything you wanna leave us with?
Yes. Check out Dick Neptune, Microwave Ovens. I've got a new project too. We're doing Simpsons-related songs called the Steamed Hams.
That's the name of the band?
Yeah.
Steamed Hams.
But,
also, what, SoundCloud or what, YouTube?
Yeah, it's Steamed Hams. There isn't anything
Wait,
up,
you
really.
got a video out with Jamar Neighbors.
Oh, yeah. Dick Neptune. We have a music video, and this great comedian, Jamar Neighbors, is in it. He's in that show, This Fool. Yeah, on
Shout
Hulu.
out Jamar Neighbors.
He's one of my favorite comedians. Yeah, he's in the video. Yeah. Dick Neptune. We're still waving that flag. We just have gone. You know, Ryan, our D, was our drummer, and he passed away. So
R.I.P.
we kind of took a little break, but we're starting to like jam again. So
who's drumming for you?
Well, Evan was filling in for shows.
I got a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
What's that?
All the drum. You might think this is fucking really weird and morbid.
A drum machine or something?
All the drums should be pre-programmed.
Yeah.
And you should set up a kit anyway with a fucking
like a monkey
with
or
like
something.
a fake like a blow up doll or something.
Yeah.
And literally fucking if you want to really get down, put like a mask of Ryan D on him.
Oh shit.
And just do Ryan D on the drums.
Oh shit.
And just do a whole fucking fuck it.
I used to play with a band like that.
As a weird, odd tribute to Ryan D.
Yeah,
our drummer died.
He would definitely get a kid. He would think that that's hilarious. Yeah, but it'd be a bummer, man. Without he was a killer fucking drummer. I do
think that would be kind of genius though.
I used to play in 2 bands,
so stupid.
and we would play like that. We would fucking just trigger the drums.
Yeah,
and be 3 guys just rocking out in front and with a fucking drum.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
Drum
there was
machine
I had this project called Finger Magic, and it was me and my buddy George and my buddy Brandon, and it was like 3-piece vocal harmonies that were like just kind of ridiculous songs. This is kind of like the precursor of like 303. Remember those guys? 303 and like LMFAO.
Yeah.
Remember 303?
Do the Helen Keller or whatever.
Yeah, all that bullshit. So we were doing like these like
really?
like rap. It was like rap, but it was like straight up like a product of its time. Like we wanted it to be like T-Pain with a rapper, you know, and like just do like these.
That's cool, dude. I actually want to start a project in South America. I'm going to be rapping, and I have this name that kind of reminds me because I sound like a guy in Jamaica. So I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah, pitch us the idea later.
Yeah, but I love you guys. Thank you for having me, dude.
You got to go. Okay,
where can we find you, Robert?
You can find me at Robertland Podcast on all platforms.
Bro, we're going to Swenson's.
We are going to Swenson's.
We're going, but it's Hans.
Shit,
look at this. It's fucking
Fruity
Hey,
Pebbles.
we should wear like
we should get
the
Fruity Pebbles.
the
man.
Fruity Pebbles cone.
Oh
boy,
yeah.
with that,
I
like,
love
white
Fruity
chocolate.
Pebbles. Eh?
Bro, Hans is fucking Swenson's, dog. This is Swenson's all the way.
Yeah, look at that fucking office roof,
dude. That's
office
hilarious.
Ceiling, yeah, office ceiling.
This is so fucking awesome. On the podcast, we were talking about a defunct,
a zombie. It's a zombie. It came back from the dead.
A defunct franchise called Swenson's, and I found that there's a guy named Hans who's taking shits, and if you gotta go, bro, you gotta go.
Oh, it's all right, dude.
No, we're
you
anything you would
good
like
job,
to...
Robert. Goodbye. Arrivederci.
Oh man,
brother. Are we done?
Anything you would would like to add?
Anything I want to plug?
Yeah, or add?
You want to add?
Yeah. Anything you want to add to this lovely pod?
I love this. I love your artwork over here.
Thanks a lot.
Speaking of artwork, I would like to have a piece of your artwork hanging up in this motherfucker.
I'll bring one over
Dude, you
for
got
sure.
it, dude.
I have one that it'd be great here.
Fuck yeah. Where are you crashing tonight? Are you going back to fucking TJ?
Tonight, well, I gotta drop off my boy.
Oh yeah, you do.
I gotta drop off my boy. So no, I'm gonna stay up here.
Okay.
But I'll probably stay around that area.
Gotcha.
And yeah. What else do you want to add, Rossco?
I don't know. It's a good day of podcasting.
It was a great day of podcasting.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about the ice cream. I learned a lot about
Clifton's.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Where can we find you?
Oh.
What's projects are you working on right now?
I mean, I'm not really working on anything other than the podcast. And I mean, what am I working on? Well, I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I love doing the YouTube channel. I go out and I find weird articles of things that I think are cool.
How long have you had that channel for?
Dude, I've been doing YouTube videos on and off for like 7 years.
Goddamn, of the same.
No, the same stuff.
Like, what was your first YouTube channel?
Well, the first YouTube video I ever put up was me looking at graffiti.
Looking at graffiti.
Yeah, I was like showcasing graffiti in the back of my favorite theater.
Okay, and you were just recording, like, look at this.
I was like, hey, this is Ross, and I'm behind the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma, and like, look at what's going on back here. And it was just showcasing all this graffiti back there. It was really just rudimentary, and I just didn't know what to do. And I felt like I worked right across from this place that was like 3 walls of graffiti. So.
And sick graffiti.
Sick, dude. World class from people from all over the world come through. And,
did you ever write yourself?
I used to as a kid, but I was never any good.
What would you call it when you would go out?
Tagging?
Tagging,
Yeah.
Tag.
So I used to tag. I did do a couple of like pieces, or I tried to, but like I was always too like.
Did they ever call them throw ups?
Throw ups, yeah. I would do some throw ups, yeah. But like I sucked, so I would get super discouraged by it, and like I was so at the time I was doing it, I was so fat. It was hard for me to like do anything, like to like run around and like be like stealth in the night and be like a little fucking graffiti ninja.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking do it. And I felt like, fuck it. Why am I like, my friends are all getting busted. Why am I wasting my time trying to do this? So, but I've always loved graffiti.
What would they do to you if
Well,
you get busted?
it kind of like started getting worse and worse. And so what ended up like back in the day, they would do shit like they take your driver's license from you if you had a driver's license. They would find you if it was bad enough. I mean, you could go to juvie. Like they were pretty brutal when it came to graffiti back when I was a kid.
But it got harder gradually, right?
Like the fines would get crazy. So my buddies that got popped, they had to like clean up their graffiti. Like the cops let them off as long as they had to clean everything up. And their dad, my buddy's dad, made him clean up everything down this whole fucking street. And it was like everybody's shit. And in that neighborhood, there was like fucking 15 different graffiti kids. So we were just pissing on every light pole, every fence. It was just like dotted all the way down this fucking main drag.
What did you tag?
I tagged JOPE. It meant nothing.
Jope.
Yeah, I used to tag that. That was like probably the word that I stuck with the longest. Everything else was kind of just like me.
Did you belong to a crew?
No. I think I joined a crew at one point in time towards the end.
Do you remember the name of it?
I don't remember the name of it. No, because it was right at the end. My best friends had a crew, and they didn't allow me in it.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because they were fucking turds.
Douchebags, dude.
Yeah, they were turds. I'm still friends with those guys too.
Because you know what? There was a guy in our crew. In our crew, the leader was a guy that wrote Jikes. I always loved that.
Mm-hmm.
Jikes. Ain't that a great name?
Yeah, and I think it would fucking write pretty.
He would write it. He would write it with a Y, then with the G.
Oh, yeah.
And always a K. It was awesome, dude. So
I like that.
So he had 2 crews. One was PK, which meant puro cabrón, which means like, or in English it would be pure killers.
Sure,
it could mean that. And also SI, so insane. And I would write well because I sort of know how to draw.
Yeah.
But the leader of that crew, Jikes, he was like a massive fucking artist. He was like an artist, dude. He's still around, but I don't think he should have become a fucking artist, you know, because he was great.
A lot of those dudes that were from my hometown that were graffiti kids, they all went on to becoming artists.
How, or either at least or either a tattoo artist or a painter or
Dude, some of these guys went fucking big.
Yeah.
My buddy Ricky Watts, like he went fucking. He's done some big shit. You might even recognize
graffiti?
some of his shit. Yeah, man, he does shit down. He does shit all over the place.
Do you remember Sodak? Some
No.
guy or Sodak magazine or something like that. No, top to bottom magazine.
Was it? It was probably a graph magazine down here.
Yeah. It
See,
was from here.
we didn't have like up north. We had like there was this one graph magazine that was like only around for a minute. It was called something heads. Fuck it, helmet heads. I think it was called. But like we didn't get any of that shit up north. Unfortunately, I wish we did.
Yeah.
There was like a weird, distinct division of like San Francisco graffiti artists and LA graffiti artists, and that was kind of like there was this weird kind of like. But there was this one kid up north named Cells, and Cells was the fucking craziest fucking bomber.
With the C?
Yeah, CELS. Dude, this fucking kid was the most prolific fucking goddamn vandal
Hell yeah.
ever. I mean, this fucking fool was like all over. Like you'd be in the most random fucking remote places or driving down the freeway anywhere in San Francisco, and you would fucking see his shit everywhere. And like my buddy was like, "Yo, man," he's like, you know what Sells, right? I'm like, that motherfucker right there. He's like, "Yep." I'm like,
And they would be idols, dude. Right?
I would have never picked that fucking guy out in a million years.
What, was
Real
he like
quiet.
a homie? Was he a white guy?
White dude, red hair, real quiet, small.
But
fucking
he would
looked
be
like
sick with it,
dude.
right?
He was sick. Like, and there was this other kid named Kraft. Dude, there was some prolific graffiti artists up there. Just mad bombers,
What
dude.
was this? High school for you?
Yeah, high school.
Yeah, me too. And the thing was to have your backpack full of cans and a skateboard, dude.
Yeah.
With the fucking baggy ass pants. I could never skate myself. I would suck at skating.
I sucked at skating too.
But I would love the whole fucking
Dude.
vibe of it. I would love it.
Fuck yeah, man.
I would tag glues. Like
GLE.
glue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. GLUES.
It's cool.
Glues. And because I like the lettering.
Mhm.
And we had this thing. I'm from a place called Playas, which is beaches down in TJ. There's a bull ring right next to the beach.
I know exactly where it is.
Yeah?
I've seen it from San Diego.
Okay, so I'm from there. I'm just a couple of blocks from that bull ring.
Gotcha.
Where I grew up, right? So the crew down there, like the respected crew was PL, which would be like puro loco, like just crazy people, you know, it would be like that.
Yeah.
So all they were like really drug addicts.
Yeah.
So one would ride acid, the other one would be coke, the other one would be like that, you know, LSD, shit like that.
Yeah.
And that would be their name.
Yep.
So I'd be like, fuck, I don't want to be fucking, I don't know, marijuana. I don't want to be that
totally.
dude.
Weed.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I guess you can sniff glue, right? So glue.
Yeah.
So it's just because I like the lettering. But here's a crazy story. Two things. In our crew, which were all like artists, like really good with the camp guys, there was this guy who was a friend of ours who didn't write well. So we would just tell him, yo, write straight. That's the best thing you could do. And he would just write straight. And there was this famous crew. Here's a crazy story. This famous crew in all of TJ called HEM, which meant made in Mexico, but in Spanish, hecho en Mexico, right? The leader was this crazy whacked out dude who was always fucking drugged up, but a cool guy, young, probably like 20, 21 or whatever. Sueño, he would write, right? Okay, cool. He wrote on the border back in those days.
Fucking A, dude.
The border where the cars crash
my
across.
God.
He went up on the roof, I guess, and fucking wrote all over backwards, right? Sueño, deseo, his girl, HEM, puro
Holy
cabrón,
shit.
like that. So he became wanted. After that, if that wasn't enough, there's like a military base in TJ where they have like a Mexican flag. He climbed the flag. I don't know how the fuck he did this. Wrote on the flag.
Jesus Christ.
He was
savage.
crazy. He was
Fucking
savage, dude. Because I did once like the upside down up on a
bridge.
building.
Yeah.
Up on a building.
Okay.
But you could go up a building and just ride and whatever, no? And that's what I would do. This guy died a legend. He drowned.
Whoa.
At the beach at
No
Playa.
shit.
Yeah, he drowned. High, I guess, or whatever. And
Whoa.
he died a legend. Sueño HEM. To this day, there's still people representing HEM, and you can see their graffiti or whatever.
Crazy.
It's crazy,
That's
right?
fucking rad to see. Like, you still see that crew around to this day.
Yeah. There's not a lot of graffiti because it got hard as well.
Yeah.
Like when somebody would have a car, like, oh, he's the first guy with a car. Whoa, yo, let's go out and bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's what we would call
Sure.
it,
Fuck
bomb,
yeah,
right?
dude.
Bombing the streets was in our
Dude.
crew, BTS, shit like that.
Yeah, I loved going. It's like my buddy Percy would just drive me around, and I would just fucking whack fucking electrical boxes and fucking whatever, wherever, dude. We would just go out, just mad bombing all the time. It was fucking great. So much
I
fun.
loved it, man. I still dream of fucking going out and
God,
fucking
dude.
tagging. And shit.
There was nothing like the thrill of going out there and just fucking shredding. Nothing really comes close to it, really.
For real, but it got hard because at first it was like that, just clean it up or whatever.
Right.
But it got so out of hand that everybody was fucking writing that they would put you in jail.
Yeah.
And jail and TJ ain't
fucking go.
nothing good, you know.
No.
You end up with junkies. You end up with it's not good, man.
No.
So
Especially because like I feel like graffiti kids were never like, I mean, they were kind of hood. But for the most part, they were like weird nerd artist kids.
yes,
you know,
exactly.
That just had like
you
a
would get
little
you would get those cholos,
right, but they weren't bombing.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah,
the
it
guys
was
who were bombing,
the art kids.
They were like middle class, like regular dudes who just wanted to fucking go out and bomb, right?
Yeah, dude. There was just that fucking thrill of it. I was getting that same kind of rush when I was going out and taking photos of signage. So I got really deep into like, I don't know if you know, like I have a signage account for Instagram where I just go out. I used to go out and take photos of signs all the time.
Okay.
Like all the neon signs and shit.
What was that? Do you want people to follow that or no?
Nah, not really. I mean, it's kind of
It's
a
just for
dead
you.
account. I got fucking attacked when I was doing it, so I kind of stopped doing it. Yeah, in Riverside. Yeah,
What happened?
dude? It fucking sucked, man. Like I pulled up.
For
So
taking a picture.
huh?
For taking a picture.
Well, no, I didn't even make it to that location. So
I see.
Riverside is an interesting place. Like there's areas of Riverside that are fucking dope, like really dope. And then there's areas of Riverside that you don't want to be in at all. And all of a sudden you'll just be in that area. And I didn't know where the fuck I was going. Middle of the fucking day, I'm trying to get to the Thunderbird Lodge. And I was coming from downtown Riverside, crossed the train tracks, hung a right. And I was telling this to somebody who's from Riverside. And I was like, yeah, I went towards the train tracks. I hung a right. And they're just like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. So I come on this weird blind turn. And there was a big box on the corner, like a big, like, it had a box with a sign coming out of it and like some succulents and shit. And I couldn't see around
In the
that
middle of the
corner.
street or what?
No, it was on the corner.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see behind that corner. So I edge up. And then this fucking dude comes out, slams on the side of my car, jumps on the hood of my car, smashes my windshield, rolls off the fucking front of my car, and then all of a sudden there's another bike, boop, and then another dude on foot, and they surround my car. And it was a whole setup. They wanted to fucking carjack me. They robbed me, and then I got carjacked.
They took
They
your car.
tried it. They tried to attempted carjacking. He
So what
attacked
happened?
me.
Did you fight or what?
So yeah, I fucking had to fight back. The guy just fucking started swinging on me, and he fucking cocked me. He hit me right here. I got a little scratch in my eyebrow. You can kind of see it. And then I don't know how many times he hit me, but he got me a few times. I actually kind of had a little concussion from it, but I was able to fucking stay up, fucking got a hold of the guy, threw him to the ground, slammed him down to the ground. I'm bleeding all over this fucking guy. And then he like squirms out from underneath me, and him and his buddies, they all fucking run.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was crazy.
That's
But the cops came, and like it was all on camera because there was a camera at the front of the store where it all happened. It was Ramon, yeah. Whacked me with his dick.
on your windshield.
Yeah, blam. So that was the last time I went out like sign hunting. And it was funny because my homie Phil was supposed to come with me. If Phil came with me, shit would have gone. Like at first I was like, man, I wish Phil was with me, because if Phil was with me, like Phil would have beat the fuck out of those guys. But at the same time, if Phil was with me, I don't think Phil would have stopped at just beating the fuck out of one of those guys. Phil would have probably tried to kill one of those guys. Yeah. So like, it actually worked out. I kept my car. I lost like $160, got a little concussion. No big fucking deal. It was fine. Like I learned a valuable lesson. Like don't go to the fucking hood.
Don't turn to left.
Nah, and like if that shit happens again, like you fucking, you know.
Yeah, you give it up.
And like
right?
dude was like, he was like, you're going to give me some fucking money. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So they were extorting money out of me. It was a whole fucking thing.
What do you mean? Who said you?
The fucking the dude who ran into my car. These fucking guys,
I'm gonna sue you because you
they
ran over me?
surrounded my car and then started demanding money. And the cop was like, bro, he's like, if that ever happens again, he's like, you fucking turn around and you fucking get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
He's like, as soon as he's like, that's extortion. And like, did they fucking do anything? They're like, do you really think that we're going to take they're like, you're obviously sober. Do you really think that we would take some crackhead's word over yours? And I was like, no, not at all. And like, even the way the guy was dressed, like, dude, it was crazy.
Have you ever been jacked like that again?
Never been jacked like that again.
Before?
Nah, never before either. I think that's why I hadn't never like had that. It's like when you get robbed, it like changes you, you know, as a person. Like you kind of, the world is like a less safer place after you get fucking robbed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I kind of learned, like the cop was like, you should, literally the cop fucking said this to me. He goes, you should take some classes in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I said, that'd be all well and good if it was just one guy.
Yeah.
I was like, there was 3 motherfuckers with nothing to lose. And he's like, fair point. I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way.
Is that the only what would you call it? Vandalism you suffered?
Oh, like the only time I ever got fucked up.
Have your house ever gotten broken into? Have you ever had a car stolen?
I have my car broken into twice. Recently, or like once recently, and then once when I first moved to LA, got a bunch of shit stolen from me.
Just stuff from your car?
Yeah, just shit from my car, like sunglasses and stuff, which sucks.
Shit.
Shoes and fucking my pepper spray. After I fucking got jacked, I'm like, I gotta get fucking pepper spray. Like I fucking have to.
And they took it away from
They fucking took it. They got stolen from me. Yeah.
Dude.
So whatever, it is what it is. But
dude,
yeah, man.
I've gotten my house has gotten broken into once. They took away laptops, guitars, shit like that.
That sucks.
I had 1 or 2 cars stolen. 1 car stolen, another one broken into. Laptop flew.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I got jacked once when I was younger with a girl.
You get beat up?
No, just I was.
Doesn't matter. It's traumatizing.
My car fucked up. We had to make a stop, but at a fucking ghetto.
You don't want to stop, yeah.
You know, so it was me and this girl and some fucking dude bigger than me. I was a young kid. I was probably like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up and pulls up a big ass knife and puts it right here. And yo, give me your shit. I didn't have a lot of shit, but the girl did. She had a watch and shit. And took all her shit.
Oh my god!
And I had a friend who was a cop. They got the guy. They got the guy, but they could only return like the chains.
Mm-hmm.
But the watch supposedly was sold, which probably the cops took it.
Absolutely, finder's fee.
And, yeah, and they had, but it was a nice watch too. And they had the guy all beat up.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it like this in the back of a pickup truck, a cop pickup truck. And the guy started telling me like, "Yo, kick him in the face and shit." And I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good," or whatever, right? Yo, he stole your girl's shit or whatever. Kick him in the face. And the cop started kicking him in the face like this, dude.
Damn,
fucking rad and shit, kicking him in the face. No, it was crazy, and I was young, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" You know, and I had some shit happen to me a lot. One of my cars got burned.
Whoa,
burned. Yeah, this
dude,
crazy
shit goes fucking wild in TJ, bro.
Yeah, shit goes down, dude. I was younger too. I was like 20, and I got a fucking Durango, and it was a new Durango. It was pretty fucking cool, and some guy threw a fucking Molotov bomb.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, over a girl.
Whoa.
I went out with this girl and fucking dude, I don't know, he was just crazy like that.
Holy shit.
Fucking car blew up and shit.
Yikes.
I had some shit happen to me, man. I'm telling you. I had some shit happen to me.
Damn, bro.
But we made it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept thinking to myself when that happened, like, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I fucking survived. Because I fucking thought I thought when I had control of the guy that one of his buddies was going to come and stab me. Like, I kept thinking, like, I kept, like, looking behind me as I'm holding this guy to the fucking ground, like wondering, what the fuck do I do next? Do I slam his fucking face into the fucking... Do I slam, like, his head into the ground? Do I smash his fucking nose?
Yeah.
But, holy fuck, his buddy's gonna come in after me. Like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But luckily, he fucking squirmed out and...
Yeah, like thinking right here with a cold head, I would say just surrender the things, yeah, right? Because it's not worth it. Material things over your safety or
I don't know
whatever,
what came over me when they said, I said, you're not taking my fucking car, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's
right
weird.
here with a cold head. But when you're there and you get
It's
like,
different.
motherfucker, like, fuck you. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, you could go wild, man.
I had this client named Lamont, and like he came over after it happened, and he was like, he was like, he's like, I would fucking do it. I was like, bro, I was like, you say that. I was like, and you're fucking tough as shit. Lamont was fucking ripped. Fucking jacked, dude. He was ex-military. And he's like going on this whole fucking thing. Cause I was fucked up. My face was all fucked up. And then afterwards he was like, actually I probably just give him the fucking money because I was afraid of getting stabbed by fucking 3 fucking weirdo crackheads. And I was like, bro, I was like, and then that's so funny because every time when it happened, I was so fucked up. Anytime I would talk to anybody about it, like depending on what their race was, they'd be like, it's a Mexican guy, wasn't it? I'm like, no, it was a white dude. And they're like, yeah.
Was it a white dude? Yeah.
It was a white.
I was going to ask too.
It was a white guy, a Mexican dude, and a black dude. Of course. It was everything.
The combo.
All the rainbow. Yeah, all the rainbow. And I think it was like crack, meth, and heroin. It was like, it was interesting. You could just see like the different kind of intensity levels, you know, from each guy.
Fuck,
one guy's like, one guy's like, it was fucking wild, bro.
Fuck, dude. Nah,
yeah.
man.
Riverside gets fucking. And what's crazy too is that I think that like if I went back to Riverside, which I haven't gone back, I bet you I'd see that motherfucker. I bet you I'd see him.
Man.
Yeah, the guy, because it happened in front of a storefront, the whole thing, and the guy, because I took the guy and threw him. I was out of my car because I didn't have any cash, and I just wanted to fucking pay and fucking leave because I had 3 guys at my dick hole. Yeah. So I fucking literally went in this fucking parking lot. It was all a setup. They set me up. I fucking fell for the trap instead of driving away, which is what I should have done, and called the cops. As soon as they asked for money, I should have just been like, I'm calling the cops, and I fucking just get the fuck out. But I got out of my car. I got fucking $160 out of the ATM inside this fucking store, came back out. That's when they were like, you're going to give me your fucking car. And I was like, you're not taking my fucking car. He's like, you're going to give me your car. I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like, what? And then he just fucking wow. But his hands were all wrapped up. They had been wrapped up. Dude, it was like 110 fucking degrees out. And this guy was fucking head to toe, layers of clothing, black layers of black clothing. Yeah,
sweating and
just because he was fucking he was waiting to take a hit.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, it's my turn to fucking take a hit. And at the time, I was driving a really small car, so it was like, here it is, right here, and just I came up to the stop sign. There he comes out, like up. Just throws himself right in my car. Yeah, dude. I was telling this to one of my other clients who was like a reformed crackhead, and she was like, that's such a good racket. And I was like, dude, for real. For real. She's like, fuck, I would have done that shit. She's like, that was great.
Well, I'm happy that you're well.
Yeah, you too, man.
That you're well.
I'm glad you weren't in that fucking car with the Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's
he didn't. Maybe the guy it wasn't about you. Maybe he just didn't. He wasn't a fan of Dodges.
Probably.
You know, he's like his fucking
and
thing.
I remember, this guy who was taking care of my grandma because I lived in my grandma's house. And I had the car parked at the garage, like right inside the garage. Wow. And it was early in the morning, 5:00 in the morning, and this like male nurse came out and fucking started
putting it out.
And I didn't even want to go out. Like, what the fuck's going on? I was asleep.
Yeah.
What the fucking and the guy was fucking putting out the fire and shit. It was wild, man.
Whoa, that's wild.
But we got over it, man. We got over it.
So Manolo, where can everybody find you on social media?
They can find me right here at this channel, the ManoloPod or the Manolo Comedy.
Are you going to be putting your stuff onto Spotify and SoundCloud and all that stuff?
I am. I want to. I just can't figure out what's like the distributor.
Okay.
Like, what's the distro kit for?
I think that you might be
podcasts?
able to. Well, we'll find out. Let's do some research and figure that out and get you.
I've heard Anchor, and I've heard something along the lines of that name.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think so.
Right?
I think Anchor's the one.
But I'm trying to figure out which one because like when I first started putting out music, everybody was telling me CD Baby, CD Baby.
Right.
And
because that was the case at the time.
I soon found out that no,
DistroKid's the way to go.
DistroKid.
It's pretty easy too.
Yes.
DistroKid's like a very simple.
Yes, but you cannot put podcasts on DistroKid.
No.
So
it'll eat up all your time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think I have like one that's like 197 minutes or I can't remember whatever it is, but regardless.
Yeah, man. So Rossco, you got that channel. You got
your YouTube channel is really where I the Robertland Podcast and the YouTube channel are pretty much the two main projects that I've been doing right now. I'm supposed to be doing a fucking album with my homie down in Mexico, my buddy Woody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sent off like 4 tracks to him. So like all the guitar and bass lines and changes and all that stuff. So I sent him a bunch of stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. He wants to do a reggaeton album.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do a hip hop album.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I kind of used it as a springboard for something that kind of spoke to me because I love ska. So it kind of was a nice jump off point.
And
to
if the
doing
music's good, you gotta.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. You know, it always kind of surprises me what he does.
Hell yeah.
But if you want to hear any of that stuff, just look up Savage Gordon on Spotify. That's like SAVAGEGORDON. Savage
Hell
Gordon.
Yeah. And the Robertland Podcast, of course, which comes out what? Is it
We've been
scheduled
doing
or
what? We doing Wednesdays? Wednesdays is when
Every
it's
Wednesday.
normally. Yeah, we're supposed to be coming out with them on Wednesdays. Sometimes it doesn't happen right on a Wednesday.
This week is different because we wanted the In-N-Out McDonald's.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get back on our format because we have like a whole release schedule for the rest of the year.
It should be Wednesdays.
But it's usually Wednesdays. Yeah. If not, like if you're just new to that channel, you can, if it's interesting to you, you can dig through and listen to as many as you want. There's how many episodes? Over 100.
Yeah, 123.
123.
Oh, really?
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh shit! How long has the Robertland Podcast been going on?
2 years.
We started recording in like November of 2019, but the first episode was in January 2020. Yeah.
So 2 years now. Two and something.
Yeah,
Some change.
almost 3 years.
Hell yeah, 100 and something episodes.
That's pretty
in.
good.
Yeah, catch it. And it first started off as a theme park,
parks.
and now it's, which I like a lot, is the food thing.
Yeah. Food stuff's fun.
I fucking love it, man.
Clifton's was great.
And especially because we go and get to eat, right?
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
oh
that.
shit, we forgot to film that today.
Fuck, dude.
Our
We didn't
bumper.
film shit at In-N-Out. What the
It's
fuck?
all right. It's okay. That location wasn't like a crazy memorable
Shit, but
one, and
that
it was dark
that
too.
was crazy, man.
Oh well.
Anyways. Well, yeah. Well, thank you for
appreciate
being
you, man.
here
Fuck yeah.
at the podcast. Thank you for having me on your
Yeah,
podcast.
we'll do it another time soon.
Yeah, and soon stay in touch for another episode of the Manolopod with the Robertland Podcast. And remember, I just want to say something. Never underestimate how feeling good makes you feel good. Something like that. Shit, I remember.
I like it. It's good.
Right?
It works.
Like, if you feel good, you're going to be good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So feel good.
Feel good, be good.
Later.
Goodbye.
Peace. Kella.